Hello, everyone. Welcome to saveVSgames presents Curse of Strahd. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
We're gonna slay some, I don't know.
Babies.
We're gonna fight some. We're gonna break it down Ghostbusters style.
Babies.
I have a feeling that we're probably more likely to be slayed, but that's just me.
Nah, life preservation. It'll be fine.
Yes. Well, I brought my life preservers. We are on land after all. You can never be too safe.
Okay, so is everybody in the Roll20 already?
I think.
I am.
Okay.
I think we're missing one person.
Yeah, I don't see Pete.
We're missing Pete, and I don't see Lee.
I don't see Cole or Lee, yeah. So
But in roll 20.
we'll get on that. And in the meantime, we'll do a little bit of a catch up, but it's not going to be a long one because this is like episode 2. So basically, our heroes have found themselves spirited away to Barovia, and they have come upon a house where 2 children waiting outside beckon them for their aid. These 2 children, a girl and a boy. The girl is around 10 years old, and the boy is maybe 5 or 6. And the girl seems protective of the boy child, and they've asked these heroes, let's say, to come in and give them aid. There is a monster in the house, and the children are asking the heroes to save their little brother Walter. He is upstairs in the 3rd floor nursery. And so what happened next at the very end of the episode is that our Aarakocra monk Krim decided that he could get up to the 3rd floor much quicker than everyone else, and in doing so, he has entered the nursery through a window. They've broken the window, and he has investigated the crib. Now, in this time where Krim is spending in this room investigating, the rest of you have a little bit of time outside, a couple of seconds outside, to sort of take in your surroundings a little more. And one of the things that I didn't get to iterate last time was that on the front of the house, let's say right here, if that worked, that ping work? No?
Didn't see anything. Oh, did the torch get removed?
Oh, I saw it.
There should be torches there still. In your
No, the torch
inventory.
is gone for me. For some reason.
That's because the torch was me.
The torch is Myra.
There should be torches in your inventory if you need one.
Yeah,
And
let me.
there are some
No,
torches on the
I've-
ground too.
I've-
So.
2
You're
on
just
there.
the
Yeah, they're on
light
ground.
in the darkness in Barovia.
So one of the things as you get closer to this building, and it's by the way, for context, it's getting to be later in the day, and the storm clouds have started to move in on them. They're basically fresh off of a long rest before they got pulled into Barovia. So they're kind of trying to figure out where they are. They don't really know they're in Barovia yet, but little bit of metagaming for you. And I'm sure all the players actually know where they are, so that's good enough. And so what we're dealing with here is outside this house, they notice that there is a signpost up out in front of the door there, right around where Chris is standing. On the sign it says Durst Manor, and there's a symbol of a golden windmill, and it's on a red background. And as Chris approaches this gate, he also notices that there is a portcullis there. It's not one of the ones that you would
They certainly
lift up
like
and down.
their security around here. I mean,
It's
look
not
at
one
this.
of the ones you would lift up and down, but it's a wrought iron gate with hinges that would pull
This
open.
is a rough neighborhood.
It's
I look at the windows. Do the windows have iron bars over them?
No, the windows are nice. It's just that this gate is you can see that this house is more affluent than anything else in the surroundings, because there was a barn across the way, but it looks burned down. And
I would say it is much more affluent than a burned down barn.
You're seeing only black and white? Try refreshing your page there.
Oh, if you move your token, sometimes you need to do that to update it.
I'll try that after I.
It could be
refresh the
also that
page.
we are in our turn order, maybe. If I close this for a minute, you might be able to...
Give me 1 second, it's loading back up.
Just want to make sure everybody can see. Sorry about that, guys. I thought we had that dealt with already. But yeah, as you were saying, Chris, the exterior of this building is looking nice. It's very affluent. It's nicely painted. But across the way, you can see a barn that's burned down, and off in the distance to the side, there's a servant's quarters as well, it looks like. Because it's not very... These type of buildings would generally, if there was somebody who had a manor like this, would have a secondary house.
Narratively, is the barn or servant's quarters significant?
You don't know that yet.
Okay, then I turn away from the house and I go and investigate the servant's quarters.
Okay. It's all very rotted away, decrepit. There's nothing even... you can tell this is hundreds of years old. Nothing
Midnight.
is very...
Are you good at finding things? Do your eyes work in the dark? Do you have special...
I still require torches and lamps like other people.
Okay. All right.
I sadly don't have light eyes.
Like no Warforged lantern built in anywhere? No?
Okay, so while you're going to do that, Krim is upstairs, and he has now looked into the crib, which is what happened last episode. And when he looked in the crib, he found a shrouded blanket, and then from behind him, he heard the door slam open, and I guess I should go up to Krim here. He heard this door slam open behind him.
He's on the outside of the building, and he heard the door behind him.
He's in the room, in the nursery room, upstairs on the third floor. Yeah, he broke through the window. Well, he threw a dart at the window, and it hit the frame of the window. And then Mira shot the window with a crossbow, and it shattered, and Krim climbed in, opening the lock on the inside and climbed in. And so then he noticed that there's a crib there. It was shrouded with a blanket, and above the crib was a mobile hanging, and he took a look inside of the crib, inside of the shroud, and when he pulled away the blanket is when the door slammed open behind him, and he noticed a apparition of sorts that looked angry with what he was doing. So we will go back to outside for a second and let you guys do what you'd like to do.
So, Midnight, I think that, I mean, this is obviously a servant's quarters. Do you think there are some journals, or it seems like the servants really know what's going on in the household? And I figured if we're going to find any information that's truthful, it would be here. So I'm going to be looking for a journal or other sort of log of day-to-day activities.
Okay, so everybody make me a perception check. Except for Krim.
Yeah.
Krim hears it.
Perception.
I'll use my perception as I investigate.
Wah, wah.
Okay.
Persuasion, no. Perception. My perception was a 0 when I rolled persuasion.
Okay, so Chris and Cole, you guys both hear a unintelligible scream. Sounds like a lady's voice, and it sounds like it's coming from the house, but it's hard to tell.
I couldn't tell where that was coming from. Do you think it's further down the servants' quarters? I think we might be onto something.
It sounds like someone needs help. We should go in.
Yes, deeper into the servants' quarters. We didn't hear the scream until we entered it.
So at this point, they're talking about screaming. So Mira's gonna shout up to the window, Krim, how you doing?
Okay. And now I think what we'll do is go to our turn order. So Mira just said, Krim, how you doing? And she's looking up at the window. Chris, you are up. What are you doing? You're still off at like looking at the servants' quarters?
Do I believe the scream came from the house, or?
Yeah, you would have, with that perception check, you would have known it was coming from somewhere in the house. But it's hard to tell exactly where. It sounds a little distant.
All right. So I'm gonna just drop what I'm holding and turn to Midnight and say, "My Lanather, someone's screaming in the house. We need to get there." Then I'm gonna move to the house.
Okay. Krim, you are up, sir. And as you notice, behind you, you see, as you turn around and as you turn around, you see this. I'll make it bigger on everybody's screen here. I think you see this thing coming at you, but it's it kind of looks like it's got maybe servants' clothing on it. It's an apparition. Its hair is wild and it's moving at you, looking at the crib directly.
Okay. Will I be able to throw a dart and then grab the baby inside the crib?
Yeah, you could check the crib. It'll be like a free action because you've already moved the shroud, so you can grab the bundle as a free action probably. Like swapping a weapon for something like that, you know.
Awesome. Okay, then I'm gonna throw a dart at the apparition because it's instinctive to Krim.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
So a 16.
And then I'm gonna grab that. Yeah.
Okay, well that hits, and you can see that the thing, its eyes go from the crib to you, and so it does 7 damage, but you can see that it doesn't look like it really hurt it that much. It went through it sort of, and it did sort of take some of the wisp out of it, but not as much as you would have thought from a nice throw like that.
My wisps, they're melting away.
Okay, then I'm gonna grab the baby and then fly out.
Okay, so as you grab the baby, you realize that the shroud is just a shroud, and it's a blanket that's curled up to look like there's a baby in it, and it falls like to a blanket in your hands. But as you look towards the window, you realize that the window is boarded up with bricks.
So it's bricked up.
So you end up basically spending the rest of your turn there trying to realize what the hell is going on, because I guess you have a little bit more movement if you want it, because you haven't really moved at all. Say 5 feet to go backwards for the baby, and yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go inside the room with the ghost and then check out.
Okay, so when you do that, you do notice some stuff here because you're in the room now. Even though the ghost is approaching you quickly, you notice some stuff about this room. This is a bedroom. It contains a large bed, 2 end tables on the sides of it, and an empty wardrobe. Let me just move this for 1 second so you can see. There is an empty wardrobe right here where it's standing in front of, and then right here on the wall there's a mirror beside you. It's a full-length mirror with an ornate wooden frame. It's got ivy and berries carved into it, and it looks like a nice children's theme sort of thing.
Is there a ghost trying to kill him?
Yeah, there is. But you notice something odd about the mirror as well. It's not quite sitting on the wall properly. So that's just to give you a setting for this room. And then go ahead and what were you going to do next?
Is this one a door, and can I open it?
Yeah, you can open the door. Go ahead and move on through if you like.
Yep. I'll Move on to the door.
Okay. So, as you do that,
Mm.
I'm just going
Oh.
to put this here. So, as you do that, you come into a corridor there, and you see in front of you like a suit of armor standing at the top of the stairs, and another door at the end, the far end of the hall. There's a spiral staircase heading down. It looks very nice, ornate spiral staircase, and it looks like there's a railing right here in front of you as well. And you still have, what is this, 5, 10, 15, 20. You've moved 20 feet now.
Yeah, so I still have like 30 flying. Yep, I'm gonna fly down. Yeah.
Okay, wait 1 second.
Okay.
As you're right here, you notice that something is trying to grab you from behind. And
Boy, am I popular this session.
Man, it's just like the men's locker room all over again.
Oh no.
an animated
Oh,
suit of
no.
armor decides it wants to grab you.
Be friends? Aw.
So,
It's like R2D2. Beep boop woo.
it makes 2 melee attacks. The first one is going to be a grapple instead of a slam. It's going to try to grab you with both of its arms. 12? No. And since that one...
No.
Oh, no, it's a reaction, so it can't do 2 because you're moving away from it. But yeah, now this animated armor is in our initiative.
Oh no.
I fly way down.
Why do I feel like he's gonna fly down and like every single room he goes to, like there's gonna be some sort of monster that now starts chasing him and then we'll have to fight them all at the same time? I feel like this is a bad idea.
I'm gonna go to you guys and go, brought the party. Anyway,
How wide is Krim's wingspan?
That's the one
Probably
thing I
about-
was wondering about. But I think with this little channel here, he's got enough room because this isn't
I'm
like
just-
a...
I don't care about the mechanics. I just want to get an interesting picture painted by Krim, like because I'm imagining this Arakokra, big old wings flying down this narrow little hallway, and I'm just wondering how Krim would want to paint that as a picture.
Yeah. I think birds' wingspan is about their height, so he's gonna dive down with his wings furled, and then just before he hits the ground, he's gonna open it up to
Oh, okay.
provide some, yeah,
I like that.
and then
'Cause
slow down.
Yeah, I've seen like owls fly through the knots of a tree, so like I know that they can do some amazing things. So that's what I'm imagining, like as he's dipping and diving his way through the house.
Right.
At some point, he's gonna forget to open its wings, and then just poof.
Okay, so I will say that you can make it down to there, and you land in this room, and it seems to be completely empty. You can see this wide hall area runs the width of the whole house, and it's got... Oh, wait, you're still there, so there you go. It's got like a black marble fireplace at one end and the red marble staircase going up. And mounted above the fireplace is a longsword with a windmill symbol that you can see. It's quite a large windmill symbol on the hilt. And there's wood-paneled walls that are ornately sculpted along the outside of this room. It's quite a nice foyer room. And that's your turn.
Yep.
Cole, you are up, sir.
Okay, so I am going into the building.
Okay, so you pull the giant wrought iron gate to the side and open it up, and the children are watching you guys intently as you enter.
Is the door closed?
That door is closed in front of you, but it's unlocked if you tried it.
Well, just for style, I'm going to kick it open.
Okay. You've
And
kicked it
I'm gonna
open.
I'm going to roll through and come up standing, holding my shield before me with my trident in my other hand.
Okay, so you kick open the wrought iron gate, or you kick open the doors behind the wrought iron gate, and you see another door standing in front of you, but this one's different. It's more like it's got an arch top, and it's got a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, a windmill on a red field, or golden windmill on a red field. And you can see on the wall right here, there's a bunch of, and there's no token there to watch that either. So you can see on the wall there at the entrance, there's some pictures of what looks like family members.
Okay.
Yeah, they're adorning that wall. And so that door in front of you is a like a mahogany double door. It's very nicely hand carved. It's got a stained glass window in the top of it, but there's
Can
no
I do
light.
an arcane check just to see if I sense anything?
Sure.
And I failed.
Yeah, that's not telling you very much. You don't really sense any magic here from visually what you can see and what you know from, your arcana knowledge.
Okay.
All right.
Is there a handle on the door?
Yeah, there's like it's more of a knocker, more like a ring, and you just pull or push it, and the door, like a set of kitchen doors almost.
So I'll grab the knockers and I'll push.
Okay. So you still have how much movement did you use?
I use
I think you still have 10 more
5,
feet.
10, 15, 20, and I have 30 total.
Yeah, so you can still move 10 more feet into that room. And you see Krim standing there when you do. And then we will go.
And I'll say, there you are. And that's
As
my
soon as you
turn.
see me, I go, out! Now! Run!
So it's the Spectre's turn upstairs, and you guys don't know what's happening with that. And now it's Midnight's turn.
Okay, so gonna walk up to and stand in between the open doorway right here. And think there's a lot of screaming going on here. I think I'll use my divine sense
Okay.
to try and see if there's any fiends or undead
Yeah,
in the vicinity.
you're picking up that upstairs there is an undead presence in this house. It doesn't feel like any particular not giving you a lot of particulars on the presence, but it's giving you like a feeling of yes, upstairs somewhere there's some undead, possibly even downstairs as well. It's not really close to you. It's faint on the edge of your senses.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So I'll shout out and tell the others there's an undead upstairs where Krim should have been, and there might be something undead or evil downstairs in the basement area. And that will be my turn. Standing in between the doorway and the entrance of the house.
Okay. And that's the end of round 1. Mira's turn. Oh, one more thing, guys. Make sure you're tracking your ammunition.
Am.
Right on.
Okay, so Mira had called up last turn. I'm sorry, I missed it. Did Krim say anything back?
No,
No.
he just landed and he's basically at the bottom of the stairs, whoa,
And he shouted, "Run!"
Yeah.
And he shouted, "Run!"
Yeah, and then I informed everyone that there is something evil upstairs and in the basement.
Okay, and Mira's gonna go yell into the house then and be like, "Where's the baby? Did you get the baby?"
You guys inside the house don't hear that.
Oh.
What about the one who's standing in the doorway that's kind of inside, outside? Do I still hear her, or
Midnight can hear her,
okay.
but Cole and Krim do not.
Okay.
Grim, where's the baby?
It's not your turn yet.
All right.
Maybe on his turn.
And then, so Krim has not answered me, and I can still see a broken window on the top floor, right?
Yes, you can still see that the window to the nursery upstairs on the 3rd floor is broken.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Midnight, and Chris is out here with us too. So I'm gonna look at Midnight and Chris and be like, okay, he hasn't answered. Do either of you have a rope?
Rope?
No.
Probably.
Rope? Who needs rope?
No one wants to answer you.
I don't know if I can answer
Nobody
while it's still
can.
her turn.
Yeah, because we're in
Yeah.
combat.
So we have
You
to wait
can
till our
answer
turn.
yes.
You can usually
Okay.
answer. Yeah.
Yes, no, the quick things, yeah. You can't go into a monologue, but you can answer a question quickly.
It'd be like, yeah.
Okay,
Remember,
well then-
Ro? Yeah.
And Mira will.
I love the passion for a potentially life-threatening situation.
Mira will run. I'm doing what she would do, not what I would do. All
I
right.
know what's up there. I warned you. It's your funeral.
How do you know what's up there?
I used my divine sense. I told you.
Oh,
I
that's
yelled out
right.
to inside and outside the house. There's evil upstairs and in the basement.
Yes, but now Krim is stuck
That's-
inside, and so
that's
is Cole.
That's really vague, and I feel it's a little prejudiced, honestly. Just to say something is
All right.
evil, you don't even know what you're
All
doing.
right, Mira's gonna go up to Midnight, hold out her hand, and be like, "Give me the rope," and that's the end of her turn.
Okay.
Rogues not having their own rope.
Chris, you're
I'm
up.
not a rogue.
Bars
Is she
not having their own
medieval?
rope.
Esoteric, or is there like a monster in there, or is there just like a bad person? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And as he's walking, he's getting more and more nervous because he heard the scream and people are just disappearing. And as he's walking, the mists are wrapping up around him and forming opaque, almost like plates around his shoulders and thighs, where greaves and pauldrons would be.
Well, that's fancy.
Do you want me to DM you what's happening, DM?
Yeah, sure, why not? I think I have
Okay.
an idea, but I
Whisker.
think I have an idea. In the Discord, if you don't mind.
Okay, we have like 4 messaging tools.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find you in Discord. I'll just message you after my turn. So then I move into the house and I look for danger. And then I end my turn. And say, I have some rope here, if that's what you're looking for. And then I pull it out of my bag and I'm like, I have rope. Whoever needs it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
You want to hit end turn, or
That's the thing.
do you want me to do end turn? There we go.
Yes.
Shouldn't Krim be above that?
Shouldn't Krim be what?
Above the suit of armor thing on the
Isn't
initiative
above a lot of
order.
Well,
things.
it made a reaction against him when he moved
Okay.
past it. So then I added it to the order. So yeah, the armor. Krim, you can hear upstairs above you that suit of armor that attacked you tried to is basically, it took like 1 or 2 steps, it sounds like. It's not following you down the stairs right now. So That's the end of its turn. Krim.
Okay, so I'm emboldened by the presence of my party mate. I regain my composure and go, okay. I look up, wondering where the where the armor is. Then seeing as how it's not going down, I fly up, check on it. So
Yeah. You can see. I guess I'll just bring you up there. Because you're able to kind of hover in the staircase then, I guess. And as you come up, you're peeking over the balcony or through the balcony there, through the railing, and you can see the animated armor standing there, looking around. And I need you to make me a stealth check, I guess.
Okay. Stealth. I can do stealth. I can do stealth well.
Did I said yes?
And you got a... Oh, wait, that turn order's in the way, that's why. Okay, yeah, it doesn't see you yet.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly fly up, just above him, and then try to grapple him by the shoulders.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll have this advantage on this or something. But let's roll athletics. Wow, okay.
The dice really like you today.
You've got it by the shoulders.
Because of all the foreshadow. Then I'm gonna grab him through here and then let him fall down the stairwell.
So how much weight can you lift?
Is
Not
it a
sure.
lift or a drag?
That's about
I think it's supposed
400 or
to be a
500
drag.
pounds.
Oh. It's a pull? I don't know how much I can lift. Don't make me do math.
Actually,
I know
It's
D&D
15
Beyond
times
tells
your
you.
strength. It's 15 times your
Okay,
strength.
let me check.
Yeah.
If you do like D&D Beyond, go to equipment and click on your carry weight. It tells you exactly what you can carry, push, pull, drag, etc.
yeah, it's 15 times your strength score, I think, in pounds. We'll say it's a 300-pound suit of armor.
Oh, then I can't carry it. Oh wait, I can carry 360 pounds.
All right.
Yep.
So there's a ledge
cool.
here, and the ceiling here is about 8 feet tall. So it's going to be tough to pull this thing past this ledge. I would think almost impossible, but I would give this thing maybe a dex save to try to grab the ledge because it's so big compared to the gap that you're going through. That's the only thing I can think of to make it kind of fair, because you're picking this thing up and bringing it over a ledge it's about a 4-foot gap, 5-foot gap above it, right? So maybe, yeah, okay, let's just do it. So you're bringing it over to here and dropping it down the middle?
Yep.
All right.
I can.
Boom. And so
okay.
it falls. It's
Thud.
so that's wait a minute. 12 feet plus 10 feet. So 20 feet. So 2d6 of damage. You want to roll that?
Bonk. Okay.
Bonk.
More like
Good bonk.
You stole his trick. You can see he's not very happy at the bottom, but he's collected himself. And Cole, it is your turn.
Okay.
Oh, when creatures fall, they land prone.
Yeah, he's landing prone, but he's
Okay.
he's like, oh, come on, and then you can see he's gonna get
I
up.
race forward and I
He's just-
use my whalebone mace on him. And I rolled horribly.
and that's a miss.
And for my bonus attack,
I thought the thing is prone.
Yeah,
you
it's
should
Yeah,
get
you
advantage.
get advantage. You get advantage.
oh, that's right. Oh, please let me
Good
roll
call.
better. Oh,
So yeah, even with advantage, this thing,
Wah, wah.
your club goes bonk, and okay, you can give me the sound if you want, but yeah, it goes right off the armor, and the thing hardly even notices it.
okay. I'm gonna call out, "What kind of beast are you?" And that's the end of my turn.
Does Cole ever not yell? I think like that's kind of his trademark now. Is he just yells everything?
He's very passionate.
He is a passionate person. I just imagine him like a drill instructor. Maggot, you get up off the ground so I can beat your ass proper.
Pretty much
What
it.
did the
Well,
phantom
I'm
disappear from the
yelling all
initiative
the
order?
time because there's reason to yell all the time.
He's
Yeah,
got a
that's
point.
exactly what a drill sergeant would say. If you weren't so dumb, I wouldn't have to yell at you.
Major pain.
Yes.
All right, Cole, you got anything else you want to do?
No, that's it. I'm gonna keep my shield braced before me to defend myself against any moves he makes.
Okay. Are you ending your turn?
Well, I don't have the option, do I? Where do I click?
All right, Midnight, you're
Roll
up.
20. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so would I have heard the thunk and the Cole screaming?
You can't hear anything
The
going on
neighbors.
inside now. As soon as Chris walked through the door, you haven't heard anything from inside from them.
Getting worried about the party being possibly injured. She's gonna start walking through the house.
My rope.
She's holding the rope out and walking in.
So come get it. I don't know if you need to bring over any of the special DM lights or because it's all gray.
Do we like go around the corner and there's like an episode of House Hunters being filmed? And it's just like some young couple and some realty agent. And you'll find here in the death house this lovely bidet.
Death House
Is it not showing
bidet.
my character moved into the house?
It is showing that.
Okay, just making sure.
Do you see?
No, I do not see anything.
Really?
No.
Let's
Let me
see.
try
here.
Might
dragging
need
the
a
torch
mirror
again.
token.
You don't have a
I
torch.
think I tried the torch earlier, but anytime I tried the torch on this side thing of screen, the torch disappeared too.
Oh, okay. Well, here's a torch beside you.
Thank you. Okay, so that was 15 feet. Just gonna go through. These doors are open, right? Or any sign of someone has gone through them?
Yeah, it's like a push door with or a push or pull, and it's got like a circular
Wait,
ring on it.
Is it push or pull? Because I mix those up, and I often find myself stuck out of buildings for great lengths of time.
It's like a saloon door, except there's
Okay.
no like place in the bottom to see through or top to see through. It's got an arch top, and so you could walk through it, and the doors swing back and forth like that.
Gonna push the doors open and go through.
Hey, I was standing here. You walked right into me.
Yeah, you
I
can't,
can't see
can't
anything
go
'cause-
through right there.
Just like knocks me over.
Yeah.
It's like let me attempt to pull the torch out on. There we go. No, there's the thing.
Another animated suit of armor is behind you.
The whole house was a mimic.
So yeah, Chris, you've noticed that obviously this suit of armor fell in front of you here. And
I've noticed a suit of armor fall from the second story.
is this room does it have any lighting in it? I can't tell from my
I had to drag my own torch in here.
what you guys notice if you do see anything in here is that there's like a chandelier, and on the outside of the room there's a bunch of braziers.
This is very important. Where
Could
is
be
the
lit.
chandelier?
Right
Oh.
about
Could it be right over top of the suit of armor?
No, it's right in the middle of this room.
I mean, it could it be right over the top suit of the armor? Could
no,
it be there?
there's a giant 20-something
Stairwell.
foot stairwell there, and
Could there be a chandelier at the top of that stairwell? I mean, people ascending the stairs have to look up. Perfect place for a chandelier.
it's true. It's true. There is a small one there. How's that?
All right, fantastic.
Oh wow!
So
The
Midnight just
larger
comes in the
chandelier
room
is
and
right here.
sees that, and just sees that suit of armor, and you know that Spider-Man meme where they're pointing at each other.
You
It's kind of like that.
are you related? Midnight, is that your friend?
I have no idea whomst or what that is, but I don't like it. It's fighting
introduce
cold.
yourself. You're not going to make friends unless you introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm clearly getting nowhere.
Fighting cold, prone on the ground, head reaching on its head.
Midnight will kind of just take a step forward and just say stop, and just end her turn there, since I don't think she can get close enough to actually smack.
Oh, do you have command?
No, I'm just saying, I'm just like asking it to stop.
Oh, okay.
Stop in the name of Lady Ezra
I'm-
before I have to get to
I'm
Messy.
counting to 3.
Smite.
Not until level 2.
Okay, so Mira, you are up,
All right.
and you've noticed that all of your friends have entered this house.
And she was still kind of holding her hand out for the rope, and Midnight just walked away, like, okay, I guess we're going the slow way to go save Krim. All right. And she's going to walk in the front door.
I have the rope. I'm in the next room. Don't hit me with the door.
Hello? Where are you guys?
You didn't hear any of that.
I'm in the house now.
Uh,
Hello?
You are. They can hear you.
We're in the next room over. It's one of Midnight's friends. It's all okay.
Okay, so what do I see in this room?
In this room, you see a bunch of pictures on the wall. It looks like family portraits of some kind.
Do
There's
I recognize any of the portraits?
no. They're all.
Yes,
It looks like
they're
there's
all of you. We'll have them all be of her, but they're all dead.
They're all individual drawings or individual portraits of people, not group photos at all. But they are all like there's a man, a woman, and 2 children in these drawings.
Okay. All right. And they do not look like the 2 children that talk to us.
They actually do. Now that you can see, like the boy is a little younger and the girl's a little bit younger than she looked outside, but those 2 line up. They look pretty similar.
Okay, well, I guess they are who they say they are. And the only other thing are the doors to the side of me?
Yeah, there's doors
Right
in
here.
front of you that swing. Yep, exactly.
All right. She's gonna swing through saloon style. Oh, hello everyone. Why didn't
told
you
you-
guys respond when I called?
I just like get knocked down again. Yeah. The threat of the curse it.
I'm paying you back for running into me last time.
It's just like I get like a big old welt in the side of his head. Where it's like the door just hit him in the forehead.
Don't
I
stand in
yelled.
front of the door.
Didn't
Didn't
you
hear
have
me?
a point. You have a point. I did yell. I thought that would have been enough, but
I
I
didn't
obviously
hear you.
cannot trust you and doors, and that's on me. I should have known better by now.
So I
All right,
think
and-
you've gone 25-ish.
All right, well, I guess I'm going to take my own advice and not stand in front of the door and walk over here.
All right. So you can see if you have a torch or somebody has a torch, yeah. So you can definitely see there's an animated suit of armor on the ground in front of Cole, and Krim is gone again.
Okay, so I've just gone. I mean, I don't know if this will do anything, but yeah, I'll shoot it with my crossbow.
You've got enough people in front of you there that it's going to receive a little bit of a AC boost of 2. Just because you're shooting through
Okay.
so many targets. You probably got half cover there.
Is the turn order descending
Right.
properly? Because mine's
I'll
all
try that
mixed up
anyway.
with numbers.
It's also prone, so you'll have disadvantage.
Good call.
I'll have advantage, though, wouldn't I?
Thank you.
That's
no,
only
it's
if you're within
disadvantage.
5 feet.
On a
for
shot,
ranged.
it's disadvantage, yeah,
All right.
because it's prone right now.
Well, I mean that's not gonna hit, but
Yeah, so that's your turn.
of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Critical fail. All right, Chris, you're up.
Okay, seeing that this suit of armor is rather surly and definitely not a friend of Midnight, Chris is gonna kind of walk around here inspecting it and say, "Look, I don't know what you are, but if you don't learn to behave yourself, I'm gonna knock that chandelier down on top." And then right when he says that, a bolt of eldritch energy slashes up that weaving fog, cutting into the chandelier in an attempt to knock it down.
All right, make me an attack roll against the chandelier. 14, that'll hit. And 9 force damage. That will definitely knock the chandelier down. It's not that heavy of a chandelier, but I will say that... Give me an improvised weapon attack.
Sure,
So-
I'll trade my 1d10 for 1d4.
And we'll do it per 10 feet that it fell, so 2d4.
Well, I have to do a deck save to avoid it, or...
So this thing, looking up just in time to see a chandelier fall on its face, doing 4 more damage.
Jeez, Thanatar. It wasn't that big of a chandelier. I'm sorry, I didn't really expect that to happen. This is kind of a strange place. What's your name?
Are you talking to the armor?
Yes, and then I end my turn.
Okay. You don't hear any response. So, Krim, you're up. And you're up.
Yep, I'm gonna fly back down. I'm gonna fly back down. I'll be down, and then I'm gonna kick, the armor.
So you're landing on the stairs there,
Kicking
okay?
the armor. No, on top of him. I just can't.
Okay.
Couldn't see the armor.
Sounds good.
11.
Ooh. That's a definite hit.
Good bonk.
That's a good
Good
bonk.
bonks. Yeah. Oh wait, no. I can do a punch. Some monks.
So you can tell you put a giant dent in this thing's armor with that. Right in the chest. It went boonk. You can bonk that again if you want. Just until you get your smite. So the unarmed strike is a miss.
Sad bonk.
And now it's Cole.
Okay. Cole is going to whisper. No, I'm kidding. I am going to take another swipe at it with my whalebone mace.
Still prone. You should still have advantage
You
unless
still
you
have
got up.
advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, and the
There,
second one
a
is
smack.
a hit. You feel that very, very solid connection. And it does 4 more damage. So this thing's not looking very good anymore. It's,
Yeah,
Bonked.
it's gotten some bonks.
I am going to cast Shield of Faith on...
Is that a bonus action spell?
Yes. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on... Who looks the weakest?
You're not sure. Probably not Midnight.
Okay. I'm going to cast it on Krim.
Okay.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
So there's should be some markers for condition stuff in there. And I got a
Yeah,
new package, so you can show what height you are above off the ground there too with that, Grim, because you can put 2 numbers next to each other. All right.
It's a +2 to armor class. And that ends my turn.
Is that a concentration?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Now the animated armor gets to go. And so it stands up, gets its feet behind it, and it will do another multi-attack. It's going to attack the person who just attacked it. So
I knew that was coming.
Ow. Well, 1 hit.
So 3 bludgeoning damage.
Does that break my concentration?
You have
You're gonna
to
have
roll
to
for
make-
concentration. I think so. You roll a con, and it has to be like,
Above a 10.
yeah, since it only did 3 damage.
Right. DC 10 to keep your concentration on your
Wow.
+2 spell.
Well, I tried, Grim.
So the spell drops and you lose your little bonus, but that's okay because it's just a bonus. Right. So yeah, it did all it could, and midnight is up.
Okay, just making sure of something real quick. Gonna go walking up to it, and I'm gonna try and get a little smack in.
Robot fight.
I don't think that hit.
No, your sword. It actually, because it's gotten up off the ground, you know, it's not very dexterous, but it's dexterous enough that it's not going to sit there and let you hit it.
Then that's all I can do.
Okay. So Mira's gonna just sidestep over here, ignoring her advice to not stand in front of the doors, and go, and cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
So you need to do a Wisdom check.
Wow. Wow.
That's a 5.
So that would be
Peak
13
damage.
psychic damage.
Yeah, that dissonant whispers. You can see
I'm
how
not a fan of folk music.
you can see how the armor. It definitely got in there and it rattled around in its head for a second, but it just went right back out.
I think it needs a brain for that to work. Maybe.
The whispers
Okay.
echoed around and floated out of its head and didn't cause the damage you're used to seeing from that kind of thing.
So even the effect won't proc.
All right, and then she's gonna hide behind the rest and move back over.
It's immune
Yeah.
to psychic.
That's the end of her turn.
Yeah, but it has an effect as well. It forces it to
Yeah.
move away.
Right, there is the You want to give me the text on that again? Is it
Use its reaction to move away.
And must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire or a pit.
And
So
that
if
would
it moves
probably
away
show-
from-
automatically succeeds on the save.
if it moves away from combat, then you get an opportunity attack or what?
Yep.
Yeah,
It would-
anybody
it
who would
would
be
from
in
the-
range. Yeah.
Yeah, it would from me and Chris, I believe.
Yeah,
Because he's still
Chris-
within range of the other two.
And Midnight would get one
Let me try and
as he went to here.
Nice.
Yay.
Okay, that definitely hit it. And Chris, you can see your dagger. While the thing doesn't look so hot, but your dagger goes right off the back of its head, flies up, and lands on the stairs. It did not. It's still running. And then so, as it keeps going...
I didn't throw the dagger. I made an opportunity attack with it. Stab, stab.
Okay, well, it went stab and it just stopped on it. You didn't quite dig it far enough in.
Oh,
Cole, you get one too now.
Opportunity attack?
Yeah.
An
This-
opportunity
This thing's not
attacks-
going to get a chance to make another attack. I
Does
don't
it
think.
limit what I do on an opportunity attack? Like
It
can I
uses your
use-
reaction.
I think it has to be a melee.
Yeah, it can't be a spell. It has to be like
Yeah,
a
you
melee
just-
attack.
Yeah, you just have to hit it
Okay.
with your stick.
My big boomstick. Actions. Nat 1. Yeah.
All right.
That's my turn there.
Attempts were made.
It's Chris's turn.
I'm switching to real dice.
Not till quarantine's over.
Chris? Or Lee?
Oh. So once again, he's going to try to pursue it up the stairs. And you know what? I'm going to throw my dagger at it. Seeing it run up the stairs. Is it hit?
Tink.
Okay, now it goes tink, flies up, and lands on the stairs.
Okay. And Thanathar, curse it. What is that? Midnight, what is that? And then I end my turn.
All right, Crim's up.
I'm gonna strike it with my quarterstaff, and then headbutt it.
Finally. Okay, so as you strike with the quarterstaff, you notice you do quite a bit of damage, and the life force that holds this thing together seems to be slipping apart. And as you headbutt it, the suit of armor falls back down the stairs in pieces and crumples to the bottom.
You bonk.
Yay. He bonk, she bonk, everybody bonk.
Don't have a bonk button. Bonk. That's my bonk.
Okay, nicely done.
What was that thing? Midnight, do you know anything about that?
Well, it obviously looked like a suit of armor.
Am I being a bigot? Am I being racist by assuming you know about that, Midnight? Am I
A little bit.
a little bit? I'm sorry. That wasn't my intent. I just.
Yeah, show a little respect, man.
But regardless, what was that? And is that the monster the children were talking about?
No. The monster they were
no.
talking about still in the basement.
Yeah, there's another
Okay, so-
monster upstairs.
As you guys are
Yep.
talking, you do hear from this doorway. Can everybody see where I pinged there?
Nope.
Try no. Ping again? Or do an arrow? It's like, is it this?
Oh, the one that I'm standing in front of?
The one Cole is standing in front of.
Oh,
This?
Cole's standing in front of a door?
It's weird that that's not.
Oh, I just saw it. Well, Crim.
Is it this right here?
Right here, there's a door.
This one?
This door.
All right.
Oh,
this
I didn't
one.
even put that on the right layer. Okay, here we go. Yes, there's a door right there.
Before we step into the next initiative order, I would like to look around this room if I can.
Well, yeah,
Or is
we're
the door just gonna
stopping.
swing open?
We're stopping our initiative for now. You guys don't see anything coming from upstairs. Crim, you don't hear any pursuit from the apparition you saw, but you guys all do hear on the other side of these doors. And I don't know why my ping isn't working. Should be shift ping works, right? It's shift ping. Anyways,
Are you on the pan tool?
maybe if I do it on this one.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be on the pointer tool only.
Yeah, no, for some reason it didn't work with that. Anyways, so you hear the sounds of like a feast coming from the other side of this door. There's laughter, conversation, like plates clinking against each other, that kind of thing.
All right. Mira will turn to Crim and be like, "What about the baby?"
I give the blanket. I go, here's your baby.
Crim, I heard there was screaming. At that armor stuff didn't seem much of the yelling type.
It
What
sounded like a woman.
did you see anything that may have caused that noise?
Was the creature upstairs a ghost?
I don't know. I didn't hear
Yeah, there was
anything.
something upstairs. It was translucent. Perhaps a ghost. I've never seen one before. I threw a dart at it. It just went through it. Don't think he got it.
Well, my divine senses were telling me it was more on the undead type of persuasion, I think. Not entirely sure.
Want to check it out? Go upstairs or?
Does anybody else think it's weird that they're having a feast when 2 little kids ran outside looking for our help?
Weren't the parents injured?
I don't know. This whole place is strange. I'm getting a really bad feeling. I feel like we should just leave.
I've had a bad feeling. Mr. DM, I rolled a 20 on my perception to search the room.
Okay, yeah. Well, you would see pretty much the same thing that Krim saw when he landed at the bottom of the stairs here. This is like there's a black marble fireplace that Mira is standing in front of. There's a red marble staircase that you guys have been battling the suit of armor near. There's a long sword above the fireplace behind Cole and Mira.
I would like to grab that
Okay.
and look at it.
It looks like a nice longsword. It's got what looks to be like, you've noticed the symbol around here a few times, a windmill, which seems to be like the crest that you see throughout this house. So it's probably like a family sword or something. There's wood paneled walls all around the outside of this room. They go up about halfway, and there's images of like flowers and vines and nymphs and satyrs and things like that. It's a nicely adorned room.
Would any of my teammates like this sword?
I already carry my own long sword.
Longsword's a little heavy for me.
Okay, then. I will tuck it into my backpack, sticking out a little bit, obviously.
Okay, you can write down that in your inventory. You think that thing's probably worth about 25 to 50 gold.
Is this common for Trident culture to just... I mean, this is somebody's home. And they are stricken with some sort of creature in the basement. And we're just picking up their possessions?
Well, if they are in trouble, then we can give them their own sword to defend themselves.
We have no possessions in the Siren Sea.
I can see why. People will just take them.
Krim, how come you didn't just fly out the upstairs window?
I tried, but it was brick.
I saw that.
Wait,
The window was boarded up with bricks.
wait, it was what?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that phrase is just stuck in my mind. It was boarded up with bricks.
All right,
It was
Mira's
bricked
gonna
up with boards.
hearing that Mira's gonna like run towards the entrance, and I lost my torch.
So you noticed that when you tried to do that, these swinging doors that swung so easily don't swing anymore.
All right, so she'll run into the doors. Oh!
Yeah, they stop you cold. It's just like running into a wall.
All right, she's like, are there handles on them?
Not on this side. They
Right.
just push or whatever.
She's just kind of like banging against it, like trying to open it, like starting to panic.
It rattles, and it feels like you should be able to get out, but you can't get out. Doesn't open.
No.
This house must be magic or something if it's keeping us from leaving.
No, I saw this trick before with other mercenaries. We just have to find the lever somewhere here, and then all of this is gonna open.
Find the lever? You said find the lever? All right, she's gonna like freakishly try to find some kind of lever.
Okay, so you guys notice there's a door right here. Hey, it worked. There's a door right there. And there's a door right here. And there's a door right where Cole is standing. There's 2 doors back in this corner. And there's a door right there. I think I said that one already. Other than that, you've seen pretty much everything there is to see about this room. Nothing standing out. It's all very clean, very nice. But you can hear, like I said, it sounds like there's a dinner party going on over here.
I think we should stay away from the loud room in case there's more monsters about. And it's
Oh,
just a trick.
It could just be their parents. This could all just be a trick from the children, and
So
that
the
could have-
children
that-
are suddenly bricking up the windows and locking us in.
Well, we live in a world of magic, and I don't know how it all works. But the thing is, that could have been just their security guard, and they could be having dinner next door, and we could just be ruining what would otherwise be a marvelous evening for them.
All right, Mira's gonna charge in this door because she thinks they'll be able to let her out.
Okay, so as you open that door, do you have a
I'm
Someone
trying
drag
to get
a
there.
torch.
token? Or can
I'm-
you see? Yeah.
I'm okay. I did something. It's gray, but I did manage to merge the torch. No, I didn't. I don't know.
Drag
Here,
the
I'll
token.
bring
Drag
you a
the torch
torch.
token out.
There we go.
I'll bring you a
All right.
torch in. Okay. So you've got a torch in the room with you, and you can see that as soon as you open the door and enter the room, the sound stops completely. There is a whole table, though, that is actually full of food and like this. There's a centerpiece in this wood paneled dining room. It is a giant mahogany table. There's 8 high back chairs surrounding it, and they've got sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. It's a really nice looking dining set. A crystal chandelier hangs above the table, and it's covered with like silverware and crystalware, polished. It's shining and dazzling. The table's piled high with platters of food that's like steaming hot. Wine glasses are filled up with right to the like good pours on wine glasses. And there's a fancy candelabrum in the center of the table. And then mounted above the fireplace to your left is a mahogany framed painting of just a nice veil, like an alpine mountain view.
And are these windows?
Yeah, there's windows on the outsides. They're kind of covered up with drapes. You
right.
assume that there's windows behind them.
All right, Mira's gonna run over there and like try to open the drapes to open the windows to try to get out.
Okay, so as soon as you pull the drapes apart, you realize that the windows are all boarded with bricks. They're literally bricked up.
And Mira, she's just like, no, and she's gonna check all of them. She'll check all of them. And I'm assuming she'll find the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And as you're looking around and spending a little bit of time in the room, I need you to make me a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Yep, that's gonna go very poorly for me. It'll be
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Maybe you'll be fine. You're not fine.
You feel that you're hungry. You can't not try this food in front of you. So you sit down at the table, you start eating.
well.
Anybody
Okay.
else?
Is that as good as it looks?
You can't really respond to them. You're just shoving your face full of food.
She wouldn't really respond at this point anyway. She yeah.
You would go nonverbal.
Okay. Well, I guess she worked up a healthy appetite.
Are we taking
Um,
turns or? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Is now really the time to be eating? And I kind of put my hand on her shoulder.
So you're going to go in the room too?
Yeah.
Okay, you're in the room.
Wisdom save.
You go around and put your hand on her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that something I would react to with what's going on?
Give me another wisdom save.
The answer is going to be no.
So you're still eating. Chris, what do you want to do?
Oof, sorry, big.
Is there like a pudding or something?
Yeah, it's kind of like a little bit of everything. You see some like cakes and puddings and things that kids would like, and then there's some vegetable dishes, roast vegetables, and a nice carved.
I'll try some of the pudding.
Okay, that's a wisdom save.
To try it?
Once you start
See-
eating.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
dang.
Chris, you realize that after you've tried a bite of this pudding, it's not pudding. You don't want to even, as you look
Is it-
over at Mira.
Ooh. Is it ooh? Is
Yeah,
it-
as you look over at Mira, you see a sight that you didn't really want to see.
Well, that's kind of rude.
The
Please
The
tell me I'm
food-
not eating humans.
Or poo? That would just be even worse
Slowly-
than humans.
Which is worse?
slowly the reality of this situation kind of hits you, and you kind of come to grips with like even one little bite of the pudding, and you're like, wait a minute, wait a
I know
minute,
what's happening.
something's off here.
Mira, this isn't organic. Come on.
You
It's got processed flour, bleached flour. Come
you
on.
realize that you're standing in front of a table that
It has
is
gluten.
covered in maggots and rot. The turkey
That
is
was a
green.
natural.
It's bloated. It's oozing off of the bones. There's the cakes and ice cream are all fallen over and just covered in fuzz. And Mira's having the time of her life.
Oh,
All right, Mira.
oof.
No judgment coming from me. But you do know all this food is rotten, right?
Go ahead and make me another save there, Mira.
Every chance that we gotta get lucky somehow and get her out.
Okay, so you're
Akuma Matata.
you're now poisoned, Mira. So you're suffering from the poison condition.
Okay.
Oh, if we can get her out of that, I can fix that, I think.
And yeah, you can see, Chris, that she's not in control at this point. You're kind of realizing that she's not listening to you or not hearing you.
All right, Mira, we're all friends, and this is a safe place. But Midnight, come in here. We need to do an intervention.
like
But
step
this
into
just
the
isn't
side
healthy. So we're going to take you outside, and we're going to talk about this like adults. All right?
All right, one more
All right.
wisdom save
Before we forcefully try to remove her.
before you realize
Listening.
that she's just not listening.
Because I think we're gonna have to forcefully remove her, Chris.
I hate to admit it, but I think you're right. I mean, I don't hate that. I don't. I hate to see her like this, but I think you're right.
Mira, can you make one more wisdom save before you your companions? Okay,
Before companions
still
manhandle.
you still just completely ignoring them while they're surrounding you.
Wow. You should never do wisdom again.
That's what happens when we
anything
jump wisdom.
is going to
That's
go
right.
badly for her.
Just get him out of the way now. The last thing you want is these rolls to be death saves.
Yeah, at least you're not fighting Krim. The stunning strikes and stuff. Okay, so yeah, like if you guys are gonna pull her away from the table.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Mira, you snap out of it when your companions pull you away, and you don't feel so good.
Oh,
You're basically you need to throw up immediately as you see right in front of you maggots crawling around the table. This table is moving. It is alive, full of
Oh my
disgusting.
gosh.
oh.
I bet Krim is standing there like, why is this bad? I love bugs.
Oh.
And then Midnight
Alright,
is just like, oh, fleshies eat stuff. This is totally normal.
Let's hear the sound effect.
So, Krim,
for
as you
our-
walk
8
into the room,
Constitution save. Do I throw up?
yeah, you're puking. You're
Okay.
puking.
Bleh.
And
Oh, come on. Give
you're-
it more power.
you're still poisoned. She's turned green. Everybody know, or who can see her notices
Oh my
Uh,
gosh,
she's
she's
I would like
she's
to.
secretly a Triton.
Oh.
I'm gonna have Midnight put a hand on her stomach and a hand on her throat, and Midnight's hands are gonna start glowing a bright white, and she's gonna use her entire lay on hands pull to neutralize
Midnight,
poison.
you've been in here a little while too. Wisdom save.
Just as was neutralizing the poison.
And Krim, you've
Let me
walked
find
in.
it.
You're standing there looking at everybody. Wisdom save.
Okay.
Guys, it's rotted food. You don't need to eat it.
Okay, so you're both
Compelled to eat, even though I don't
compelled
eat.
to, give it a shot at least.
Meanwhile, I have no idea what's going on.
All right. If everybody else is eating the rotten food, I'm gonna eat it too, because I don't want to be an outsider.
Don't do that.
I'm
If
doing
you say
it.
that outside, I'm saying. If you're saying that out loud, Mira's like, don't.
Well,
Don't
Chris,
do
you
it.
at least
Oh,
know
okay.
that it's rotten.
Yeah, I know it's rotten, but everybody's eating it, and I'm just like, I want to be. But she told me not to, so I'm not gonna.
I went-
Why? Am I
I
not
went-
good enough? No, I don't. I don't do that.
I went from panic to I must eat this food. We've got to get out of here.
Okay, so I pick her up by the shoulders, like underneath the armpits, and I help her
Ow.
out.
Krim and Midnight both get to make another wisdom save to
At
see
least
if
I have a +2 in that.
you. Okay, so Krim, you notice what's going on. Midnight, you still don't, but you're lucky because you don't suffer from the poison condition, anyways. So you won't be poisoned by anything that you shove in your face. And Cole, are you still standing outside the room?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so what are you doing there? Because
I would like to open that door to my right.
okay,
You
You can
just
do
hear the
so.
party throwing up in the next room. And you're like, I'm just gonna open up this other door. Although they can work
I
it out
ain't
on their own.
stupid.
They can handle it themselves.
I
But
heard
that room could also be
barfing.
cursed.
I heard barfing, and I have a
did.
weak stomach.
okay. So yeah, you open that room if you want. You can walk through. Errol.
Okay. What do I see?
Okay, so in this room, you notice that this is sort of like a kitchen pantry area. There's like a work table where you can do like cutting board and stuff like that. There's like dishware, utensils, all that kind of stuff. There's a dome-shaped oven on the far side there with like stove piping that goes up through the ceiling. And it looks to be like a well-stocked pantry there. You can see the door to the back is open, and you can see some food back there. I don't know if it's technically open or not, but if you were to take a look in there, you would notice that, it's just a stocked pantry of food.
Okay. And I am looking around, checking for see if there's anything of use.
Not
Any
really.
spices?
There's a knife on the desk, or a kitchen knife on the table. There are some dried spices. Yep. Some little jars of dried spices. They're unlabeled.
Any garlic?
It looks like
I
some.
love garlic.
Looks like some dried garlic flakes, maybe, but
While
you
you're
can't
doing
tell.
this, you hear
Yep.
in the next room.
Yep.
I'm
Ugh.
gonna take the garlic flakes.
So while Midnight is trying to stop Mira from puking, she's also shoving food in her mouth. And
Can Midnight even be puking?
no, Midnight's not puking, but Mira is, and Midnight's still eating, so she can make another wisdom save. Krim, you've started eating
Come
too,
on.
Yeah.
More wisdom. God damn.
but
Oh,
you ended
man.
up saving before you took in too much, and
All right.
Midnight is still
Not making that 15.
Yeah.
still got to get it. Like it's like you're like at a all-you-can-eat buffet or whatever, and your friend wants to leave, and so you're kind of moving away, but at the same time, like, oh, just one of these.
Yeah, Mira's gonna try and like drag Midnight away, which is
Heavy.
gonna be.
Okay, so
This
you
is
guys
heavy.
are able to get out of that room at this point if you'd like to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone
all
just
I forgot my
choo
torch
choo.
again. Dang it.
There should be
Just-
some torches left around. I'm not going to count torches as far as inventory goes because we're going to lose them.
Yeah.
Just gonna
If she's always going to have a torch, then why don't you just give her sight?
Or light. So what you can do? Wait, oh, we can't even grab our torches? Okay.
I can grab mine.
I don't know how to
'Cause I
grab
dragged
it in
mine up.
Roll20.
If they're just tokens, they would function like our tokens. So we could place them on our portraits, and then select them all and just move them as a group.
It doesn't.
Whenever I try to put my torch on my token, it just goes under my token. So I just kind of
Yeah.
have it hovering.
Well, yeah, it's underneath it, but if you just drag and select, you can get both of them and move them
Oh yeah,
around.
that. Yeah.
Say both and select.
Okay, except it won't. Nope. Keeps them separate, even when I do that.
I don't think.
I'm trying to move all these tokens to the.
Was
or
it a
the torches
DM
to the
dragged
front.
torch token? Because
Yeah.
I dragged my own token on there.
Oh,
Because
maybe.
if it's a DM dragged one, you can't control it whatsoever.
Yeah, if you pull out from the journal, then you should be able to control it.
Oh, there we go. I got it now. I got mine.
Okay,
All right.
nice.
Torch life.
Midnight
Okay.
will tell Mira to come here so I can fix her poison.
Okay.
She'll put a hand on her stomach, a hand on her throat. Her hands are gonna just glow a faint white light, and using the full lay on hands pool, the poison is gone.
Oh,
That was amazing. How did you do that?
oh, thank you.
Well, I am a paladin. I do have divine powers.
You see Grim still eating the maggots. Just he picked around the rot and then starts eating the maggots.
And I'll come out of the kitchenette with a bowl in hand and say, "Did somebody need this?"
Oh,
Finn,
no. Take it
it's
away.
an empty bowl.
Was there anything? Was there an exit over there?
No, there wasn't.
All right, let's try this door. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Okay, so
Okay.
those two rooms up there
Dry-breathing
led to
women
nothing.
sure are weak-stomached.
So as you enter this little, or as you look into this room here, I'll just
See, there goes
Get rid of
Coral
the
being a
door.
drill sergeant again.
Big stomachs, yeah.
this oak paneled room looks like it's some kind of a hunting den. Mounted above the fireplace is a giant stag's head, and positioned around the outside of the room you see ledges, and there are stuffed wolves as well. Sitting atop of a small shelf that wraps around the whole room, there are more stuffed wolves, but they are toys. There's taxidermy wolves sitting around the room, and then
Ooh, I want a wolf.
stuffed wolves on the ledges around the room. And then, so you see two padded chairs draped in like animal furs that are facing the fire, and there's an oak table between those two with a pair of like goblets, wooden goblets, and a cask of wine. And a chandelier hangs above the table in the back. It's basically a little table surrounded by four chairs. It's got like a cloth. It's sort of like what you would maybe send a kid to eat at kind of thing. It looks like it's stained with a few stains and things. There are two cabinets that stand against the walls. And yeah.
I
pick up-
already don't trust this room.
I pick up one of the wolves. What is about the room that you don't trust?
The wolves.
Okay, so you can add a stuffed wolf to your inventory, Lee.
Okay.
What about the wine? Is it corked or is it open?
I don't know. I've always liked the wolves.
The wine is corked. It's a cask of wine, so you don't know if it's been opened before, but it's been tapped. So
Okay.
it looks like somebody's probably already had some.
Okay.
Okay, so don't eat anything in this house. Don't drink anything in this house. Trust nothing in this house.
All right.
Pretty much.
So when you said you sensed something evil, you weren't talking about that armor, were you?
No. I said it was at the top of the floor and in the basement.
So so it's not just like a general sense, it's a specific
I know where
thing.
the things are.
Oh, I see. I thought it was
I can do it again to check if they moved, but I'm not entirely certain they moved since I last checked.
Ah, yes. We don't even know what they is. But the house itself, it doesn't seem. You didn't feel anything from it?
I can only detect creatures, and as far as I'm aware, this house isn't a giant mimic.
It could be a giant mimic? Is that what you're saying?
No. This house is not a giant mimic. I cannot
But
detect
you said it could be a giant mimic.
No, I did not. I said...
Wait
All right,
a minute.
well,
Just armor thud.
all right, Mirror will quickly check the windows because she's going to be doing that.
And you see the same thing you saw in the other room before you started eating food. These windows are also bricked up.
Cole is checking the cabinet next to him.
All
Those
right, guys,
cabinets are locked.
I pull out the longsword and I use it to pry open a door, stick it down in the behind the door there, and kind of pull down to.
Okay, you can
break
make
it
me an
open.
attack roll.
With the sword.
Yes, sir.
I don't have the sword armed.
Well, you could use your
Let me
club.
Say it's
It'll
a
be the
1d8
same.
for the sword.
It'll be the same to hit with your club. See if you can get in there good enough.
First off, it is not a club. It is a whalebone mace. A whale
It's
gave
a
its
bonking
life to
stick.
this.
It's a bonking stick.
I rolled a 12.
The bonking bone.
Okay, so you're trying to get the sword in there. You can't really find a good way to get it in. These are pretty nice wooden cabinets. They've stood the test of time. Everything
I
in here
lose
looks
my
fairly
temper.
new still.
I lose my temper, pull out my whalebone mace, and start bashing one of the doors.
Well, this one.
Whoa.
Open, blast you, open! And yes, I am yelling that.
I just assume you're always yelling.
That's
It'll look
another
better if you
attack.
just tell me when you're not.
It's his natural state.
Yeah.
What? That's another attack then, I guess. Give me an added advantage too, because you are
Because it's blinded.
cleric raging.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eric Rage is not the good rage.
I
Okay,
am
so you guys
horrible at
noticed that
melee.
Cole is starting to sweat. He's not having any luck.
Okay, I back up, pull out one of the chairs by the table, and sit
You got
down.
that, Cole.
There
You
is a
wanna keep
small
yelling at it
breath.
more.
There is a small lock on the front of the door still, and it's
There's a lock.
yeah. There's a lock on the front of each of these cabinets.
All right, Mira's going to try and I mean, I don't have any tools to I don't own those. I could try to pick the lock.
All right,
I could try to bash it in with a
Please do.
warhammer.
All right.
Hope you're better at rolling than me.
It's better than my wisdom, let's put it that way.
This whalebone mace is defective.
Nope.
What's this? Here comes Midnight with a steel chair.
So Mira
Oh,
can't quite get in with her.
here comes Midnight with a warhammer going bonk.
All right. Guys, here's the thing.
20 with the warhammer.
So the warhammer goes straight through the doors, and
Jumps off the top
they
of
shatter.
the table. Ah!
The doors shatter, and inside of the one you find a heavy crossbow and 20 bolts. And I'll just assume that you have taken the time to beat the crap out of the other one.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check while that's happening.
Perception.
Everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
I rolled my passive. That's great.
Nope. Surprise.
Well, a little bit better than a 12.
Nat 20.
Okay, Chris, Chris and Cole both noticed that the two remaining stuffed wolves that are on the shelves aren't in the same spot as they were when you entered the room, Chris. And you
Midnight,
grabbed-
did you pick up one of the wolves? I mean, I thought I was just picking up one of the stuffed ones, but
Oh, don't tell me that they...
Did that thing just move over there?
Let's get up. Let's out. Out the room. Out.
oh,
All
very
right.
funny.
You know,
Which one of you picked it
no
up?
more wolves.
One of you picked it up, right?
Out the
No.
room
You saw
now
that,
before they
right, Chris?
start moving.
Well, I didn't see them move. I just assume Mira or Midnight picked one up. You know, very interesting. Both Mira and Midnight start with M. Oh
Are
well.
we M&M now?
So
Yes.
does Mutt.
And here's Chris saying that to Cole and Krim.
And Chris.
All right.
Oh
all right.
gosh, we're the CCC.
And
Yeah, Midnight's gonna start trying to exit the room because she doesn't like that wolves moved on their own while we weren't looking.
Well,
I'm
and
gonna
Mira's
grab
like,
the
there's no
heavy-
exit in here, so I'm gonna go.
you
I'm
guys
gonna
all
grab the
notice when
heavy
you walk.
crossbow and
Yeah.
bolts.
And there's also a light crossbow in the other bunch.
Well,
The
I'm
other
not going
armor.
for that one.
So right
I
here
like-
in the
I like
front of
my
here, you
hand
guys do notice that this door here looks different. The one you're standing in front of, Midnight. It
Mhm.
looks like a smaller door that you would see, like it's got a 2x2 opening or something.
Well, might as well try this before we try another floor. And Midnight will
Just so you
open
know,
the
I'm
door.
pulling that door shut behind me.
Okay, so right in front of you there, that is, as you open it, you realize that it's a dumbwaiter.
Oh.
Give me a history check, everyone, if you know what that is.
I know what it is. I know what that is. I can
Well,
try.
not everybody has, had the experience with real estate that you guys have. So, yeah. So, most of you guys, with the exception of Cole, know what this is used for, and it looks like
They
it
have
goes
dumb
up.
waiters underwater.
Under the sea, they got no dumb waiters for you and me.
Okay. Yeah.
I
So
thought
that's-
I put it that.
Didn't the kids say their parents were down in the basement?
That's where I sense the evil at.
Or the kids said their parents were.
I'm not sure we should trust those kids.
Why wouldn't we?
Well,
This
there was
house
no
is
baby.
obviously cursed.
And they lured. I feel like they lured us in here, and now we can't get out. And we can't get out.
Well, I mean, they didn't. Krim broke a window and then flew into a nursery. We heard a scream and ran in. I mean, how does that count as luring us in?
False
We-
pretenses?
By screaming when a stranger breaks into your second story window?
There was no baby.
There is a undead creature in the upstairs where
What's a
Krim
ghost?
was.
Yeah.
So you think the children are in cahoots with these ghosts?
They're in cahoots
They're-
with something if they're luring people into the house to their doom.
All right. Well, I
Oh, we're
do
not
agree
doomed yet.
that I don't know what's going on here, and that it's dangerous. So, but as far as those innocent children, I just don't see children being wrapped up. Like they still have their innocence.
I
Just
mean,
because they're a child does not mean they're innocent.
Yes, no truer words have been spoken.
What in the world was that?
I think that was someone who accidentally unmuted their mic and the baby spoke.
They mock us.
Just because
they
they're
mock us
kids.
still.
I didn't do that. I was
Thank you.
I was about to get really creeped out, man.
this is
Who-
perfect timing.
Who said that?
Our muted friend here, whose name I cannot see because of the
Oh right,
way the format is.
our placeholder.
The blanket.
Yeah, our placeholder friend.
I think she's she's smart enough to know that mute button is necessary right now.
Yeah, because I saw it flash like unmuted the
Yeah,
muted.
she's muted.
So what's going on in my mind? I'm imagining a 2 or a 1-year-old just slamming on the keyboard, and she just randomly hit the unmute button, and the mom was like, no.
Like, no, not that button,
All right.
not that button.
I thought you said there wasn't a baby.
We can.
They mock us.
Is it midnight? Is it possible that if we took care of this evil, we might be able to get out?
That I could not tell you. I don't know what the specifics are to leaving this house.
I think
told
we
you
need
guys
to find
we
out
should find
because
the
I
lover.
want to get out of here.
There's usually a lever in this kind of places.
Well, we do know where we've been doesn't lead out, so the only place to go is where we haven't.
Which is down, which I'm not even sure if this dumbwaiter will hold me. Don't know if I'm too heavy for it.
You notice that there is
How much do
no
you weigh?
possible way you're going to get into
Oh,
a dumbwaiter.
I know.
It's like
Come
There's
with
no-
me at midnight.
2 by
and
2
we're
by
gonna-
2.
Wait. I'm sorry, I can't hear.
That dumbwaiter is about a 2 by 2 by 2 hole.
Okay.
Maybe a tiny creature could fit in, but certainly not. Even a small creature would be very tight.
Midnight, I have an
So
idea.
we cannot
Yeah,
fit.
We're
Got
not.
it.
We're not gonna fit.
Let's
fit in there,
let's
guys.
get the armor pieces from that thing that we fought earlier, and we'll put it in there. If it holds it, then we'll know we're good.
But we can't
fit.
it in there. I mean,
Inventors,
I'm
that's all.
probably the smallest of us, and I couldn't fit in there.
So we have to find another way down?
All right. Well, that's just absolutely not going to work. Okay.
All right,
So
then I guess we go up. Like Cole, you didn't see any way to go down over here.
No, I did not.
Okay.
I'm afraid I did not.
All right. Well, then I guess that leaves up, right?
And
Yeah,
wasn't
prepare
there
to
a...
fight the ghost.
I race up
Prepare
those
to.
stairs.
Well, what ghost?
We did tell you like several times there's a ghost upstairs.
Zoink!
Telling you guys, there's a ghost.
I
went
mentioned it like
upstairs.
5 times.
All right. She's going
Okay,
upstairs.
so as everybody goes up the stairs, I'm gonna try to grab everything at once so you get your torches too. But if I miss a torch, let me know.
We'll fast
Mine's in the
travel
very
up the
corner
stairs.
of my...
Fast travel. All right.
Up the stairs. Loading.
I don't know on what thing, but I heard like the highest pitch squeal of like
Yeah.
electronics, and that spooked me a little bit.
Krim, you did not mention that there were more suits of armor up here. I feel like that would have been good to know.
There aren't. What are you seeing?
I see 3 suits of armor.
I see 4.
Well, I'm assuming one fell down.
No, those are still.
on the second floor.
There are 4 suits of armor here, and they look very similar to the one that fell. There's unlit oil lamps on the walls here, so if somebody wanted to light those, then there'd be permanent light here too. Hanging above, there's like a mantelpiece here too, like where the fireplace from downstairs continues up, you know. And there's a portrait of a whole family there, and it's actually got 5 people in the portrait. It's got a mother, and her 2 children are in front of her, and the daughter is in one, like her hands are on their shoulders, and her husband is standing next to her, which you assume Mrs. and Mr. Durst, and their 2 children. And the 2 children are the ones that you recognize from outside, but the father is also holding a baby, which you would assume to be baby Walter at this point. And you can see that the mother is looking at the baby in the photo, and she doesn't look very happy. She's got her children on her hands, but she's also scouring towards the baby while the photo is being painted, I suppose.
And is one of the lamps near Cole?
Yeah, there's lamps around. There's like braziers around the whole room that you can take
I'm
your
going to
torch.
reach up and cast light on one of the lamps.
Sure.
That way it glows without actually having...
Yeah, so we can just leave
Fire
a
in
torch
it.
there.
Yeah. And that should be light for everybody, too.
Yeah, we'll just put one right there.
That's a handy trick, Cole. But can you carry a shield while you do that?
Why, yes, I can. I touched it with my nose.
You can feel that as you stand in the staircase foyer a little bit longer, you can feel a cold chill rolling down the stairs from upstairs. Krim, You recognize that from before, but it's colder than when you found it originally. Seems a little colder than when you were up there before.
Yeah, I relay that to the party. Tell them it's a bit colder. Then I shut up a bit because I'm freaked out by the number of armor around.
Okay. Do we go up further, or do we investigate this floor? What do you guys think?
As you guys are debating that, you do hear what sounds like some... It's hard to tell what it is, but it's a faint bit of music.
How does it go?
Kind of like that.
Like what?
Did you not hear that?
I heard.
No, we can't hear the music.
Yeah, I heard.
I hear the
like,
crackling of Crim's stuff, but I don't hear music.
Yeah, like a line was being cycled on and off.
Greg,
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Slide again on the front of my shield, on my emblem on the front of my shield. I'm going to put my
Sure.
club away. So the only thing in my hands will be my shield.
Sure.
And now I can project light up to 40 feet.
Oh wow, that's really helpful. Thank you.
And
There
if
is
you could make all see that light, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'll just put a aura around you now. Let's see. You are emitting bright light. Well, how much is it again?
20
30
feet bright, 20 feet dim. So 40 total.
Right. Okay, you're emitting light for the next hour.
Is it helping them see? The players, I mean, not just the character.
We wouldn't know until we entered a new room because of all the torches.
Right.
Okay.
There are an exorbitant amount of torches now lighting the floors and halls of this once dark mansion. Okay, so yeah, there's suits of armor that flank either side of a doorway to the well, I guess you would call it north, but this is actually to your north, just so you guys know. If you're ever looking for your directions, that is north, east, south, and west.
Well,
Did
that's
you get
not
that?
confusing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they couldn't fit the map on the page and have it be the right way, but whatever. So yeah, to your north there's the fireplace with the painting, and to the east up here there's the double doors that look like they're a little nicer. They've got nicer than doors that you've seen around the house before. They've got glass, but they've got paintings on the glass, and it's dark in behind. You can't really see.
Okay, and where do we hear the music coming from?
The music is coming from the west side of the house, where towards the entrance end. And yeah.
I'll turn to the knight next to me and I'll say, "Fair knight, may I enter yonder room?"
And also one thing you notice there, I couldn't tell because Midnight's standing right in front of it. There's a door right beside you, Midnight.
Oh,
yeah.
that's nice.
I was like, how does that work again? Okay, yeah, you're right in front of it. So yeah, you can't see it from where you guys where she's standing, but she's standing right in front of a door. And it's a smaller door, it's not as ornate looking.
Okay, well, Mira's intrigued by the music, so she'll kind of sneak through. And she wants to go over and open the doors and see what happens. Because that's worked out so well for her, but she learns
First-
nothing.
Then I'll say, is that a good idea, considering all these rooms have had something bad in them?
Did the suit of honor respond?
Nothing is changed out in the hall there. if you've investigated them, they appear to be suits of armor.
Joe, did Mira go through
Yeah, it
those
looks
doors?
like Mira went through the door there.
Okay,
Yes, sorry, I was just grabbing my torch.
Okay. So in this room here, you see it's a very nice, elegant hall. It's got the ceilings here are a little bit higher. There's 12-foot ceilings in this room and in the area here, so it's a little bit more fancy looking than the first floor was. And there's upholstered chairs and stained glass paintings and things around the perimeter of the room, and they're depicting like women and men singing. It looks like circles of people dancing.
Oh, this
There's
is lovely.
a harpsichord sits over here.
By a werewolf?
Yes. So you see crouched in the corner, sleeping, is the form of what appears to be a werewolf.
Okay, Mira's gonna like immediately turn around and be like to everybody.
Vatican's Day.
And right now, I would like to invite our guest to join us.
But you were inviting us to roll
We are
initiative.
going to be going for a break here in a minute, but because you went down to this room before you went up to the top room, we're doing it in this order. So when she joins us, might be just after we might just go to break now, but yeah, we're basically, you guys see a werewolf in the corner. It looks like it's half asleep. It's sort of emaciated, looking hungry, and it looks like it's seen better days. But as you move about the room and stuff, you weren't being very stealthy, and you see it sort of waking up. And we welcome Jen. We're going to, if everybody wants to wait for a few minutes, we can wait a couple minutes before we go on break. But if not, welcome Jen, by the way, anyways. Hello.
Hey guys.
And here we go. Yeah, let's do break first, because then we can just keep going after that. So we'll do a 15-minute break, and sorry to bring you in right away and then go out again, but
Nope, it's okay. I was folding laundry and I was like, oh shit.
Perfect. Okay, yeah. So we'll be back in 15 minutes, everybody, to see what happens in this room. See you in a minute.
Jen here to kill us?
No. When would I ever do that to you, Peter?
Now I'm
Okay.
really suspicious.
Well, you have
Okay.
to roll your own insight check.
Welcome back, everybody. We are now on the second floor, and the party has come into this room that looks to be a musical conservatory of some sort, and they see a harp and a piano and a werewolf, sleeping on the ground in front of them, and it's coming to sentience now, and you can see that as it starts to wake up, it is shifting back into a humanoid form. Looks to be some sort of an elven lady. Her skin is a little darker than most elves that you might find, but you do
Do
see...
we recognize her?
No, you don't. But she is coming to consciousness now, and yeah, go ahead.
All right, Mira kind of had already turned to the party to be like, shh. And
Yeah,
then she's
I
going to
would've-
try to sneak out of the room.
I would have done. I was on the same page as her. I was going to do the exact same thing.
As she's waking up, she'll see you guys and go, "No, wait."
Is she the same werewolf that we saw earlier?
No. Unfortunately, I don't have unlimited tokens for this multi-sided deal, so she's not quite as Barovian looking as that token indicates. More elven.
Chris is just going to freeze in place and then slowly turn his head. I'm sorry, you were taking a nap. We were just going to leave you be. You know,
No.
let sleeping dogs lie and all.
I'm not a dog. That's very rude.
No, it's just an expression. You know, like if you see somebody that is asleep, then it's best not to wake them.
Getting mad, run!
But you were clearly something of canine in nature just a few moments ago, and it seems to have
And
faded.
I don't know what madness you're talking. As you can tell, and she's gonna like throw her hands up. My name is Savorie. I've been stuck in this house for who knows how long. Walls move, doors come and go, children are laughing, food is not what it appears. I've been here for days, and I finally found this wonderful music, and I'm so very tired. And are you guys even real? And she's gonna go up and try to like whoever this is in front. She's gonna go
Midnight.
up and she's gonna look at Midnight, but she's gonna be very confused. She's gonna look at everyone else. Is this suit of armor with you?
Very much so.
I don't know if you've noticed, but things are not what they appear here.
No.
Yes, we've already been attacked by one suit of armor.
And this one's with you, you say. It's safe.
Unlike
Well-
the rest, I can actually talk.
I do apologize. I hear there have been voices. I don't know how long you guys have been in this house. There are voices coming and going. Pictures are moving and talking. I don't know. I apologize. I mean, no offense. I would never dare to assume on a normal basis that you are something that you're not. And she's going to look over at Chris, who called her a dog of some sort.
Okay. Can Mira tell that she seems a little like emaciated, like underfed?
Yeah, you can definitely see she's not looking like she's her strongest right now.
Have you been wormed?
Wormed? Are you referring to the table downstairs?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
We
Yes.
had a bad run-in with that ourselves.
Well, lucky for you guys. You guys, I'm assuming, had each other. I had no one. I woke up. I was so. I ran into this house, and I was in here. I don't even at least a day, and I was so hungry, and just happened to stumble across that, and it was the most delicious thing. And I ate, and I ate, and I ate, and I woke up, and I was sick. I don't know how long I've been in this house.
Yes, we were in the same predicament. We are on our way out. We're looking for the exit. Would you like to come with us?
If you can find it, I will give you everything. And you'll notice that there's like behind her, there's a pile of she has on,
No, you don't understand. We are going to leave and never return to this cursed.
I'm saying it. If you can help me find, the door that I came in through, gone. Rooms come and go. If you take me with you, I will. I have everything behind me. There's magical bows. There's magical arrows.
Well, if you share that with us now, it would help us safely
Take
get
it.
out.
And she points to everything. I have my swords. You guys, you are more than welcome to any of these things. And you guys see that there are 3 quivers.
Can you handle yourself in a fight?
Very, very much so. Very much so.
I'm not too bad with the dagger myself. Any go. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, she has 2 short swords on her side, and she'll pull them out and do all kinds of cool whizzy things.
That's you nearly cut the hair on my chin. That's amazing. You're so skilled. Now, do you have a nose for traps?
Yes, actually, very much so. I've been training for 50 years. My father and my brothers.
Yes, awesome. I mean, awesome. Yes.
Mira's gonna look at the pile of things that she pointed out. What's there?
Yeah, behind her you see there are 3 crossbows with really nice looking quivers. The quivers are actually the magical item. They are each one of them has 10 bolts, and one of them has 10 arrows. So there's 2 quivers with 10 crossbow bolts, and they are all +1. And there is a quiver of arrows that is also +1 with 10 arrows.
Okay, Mira's gonna take the crossbow bolts for sure.
This house seems heavily inclined for anyone who uses ranged. You find like so many crossbows and bolts so far.
When she says that, hang on. She'll go into her backpack, or she'll because there's also three backpacks. One is hers. She's gonna put it on, and one of them.
Why do you have 3 backpacks?
She's gonna look down. She's gonna look very sad.
You have a problem with buying things, don't you?
I wish it was as innocent as that. My father and my oldest brother and I, we were hired to investigate a unknown source of issues, and we ran afoul of what appears to be a wolf pack of some sort, highly intelligent wolf pack. It's my very first time, and I was so. I told my father I was ready for it, and he kept telling me no. But I've been training for 50 years, and she does like a little half-hearted sword twirl again.
50 years. Sorry. It's just that I haven't trained a day in my life, and I've just made barrels, honestly. So I feel like you outclassed me significantly. I'm glad that I have the fortune of meeting you. This is great. What a boon. I mean, I've only like chased away the occasional wolf or whatnot with my dagger, but.
Well, this bag here, she holds up what looks to be very well worn bag. This one was my father's, and he did not particularly care for the bows. He much preferred daggers and things, and she'll hand it to the kind of like skeptically hand it to the Warforged.
She'll open up the bag.
There might be something in there.
There's some nice looking, ornate looking weapons in there. It's hard to tell if any of them have any kind of like extra properties, but yep.
She'll just hand off the bag to Krim and Chris to see if there's anything they could use in there.
Yeah. I take any daggers that look magical?
There's some ornate looking daggers. Whereas the crossbow bolts are actually and the arrows are actually glowing. You can see them. You can see the magic on them if you look close enough. There's nothing else that has any of those kind of properties where it's obvious that there's something special to it. But they look nice. There's some nice looking weapons.
And I'm gonna take a nice looking dagger.
All right. Well, welcome to the team. I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Array.
Array?
Ava Ray.
Ava Ray?
You call me Ray. My father called me Ray.
Oh, I like that name, Ray.
And
Yeah,
she'll kind of do like this like nervous tick kind of thing that Jen also does, this thing. And you guys are going to see that she has very long pointed ears.
Okay. Is it
Are they
normal for elves to turn into wolves?
I mean, not particularly. Why? Why
When
do
you
you
came
ask?
into this room, you were a wolf.
I assure you, I would know if I was a wolf or not.
Guys, I just think we're barking up the wrong tree here. If she knew
So many
anything, she'd
puns.
tell us.
So many puns.
Okay, I've only ever seen as one wolf turn into a not wolf before, and it was not a great encounter.
Well, I happen to know several elves that choose to live on their own in the wild, and they can shift into many a creatures. Wolves, I guess, would not be far off technically, but it's not something that I've ever.
What
been
were you and your
capable
father
of.
hunting?
We were told that it was a pack of animals that were taking local animals, local cattle, and we came across a pack of them, but they moved too intelligently. They even for a pack of dire wolves, this is too much. There was something different about them.
Yesterday we were attacked by a gang of wolves, a pack of wolves.
He almost died.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me.
Sorry.
I bet it has to be the same group, especially if it's close by here.
And that group was led by a dire wolf and a werewolf.
And
Yes.
were you bitten?
No, but she's gonna look at she's gonna hold up her arms, and you guys are gonna see that there's just a bunch of bandages all over. I was wounded, but we fell down. We fought and we fell down. I fell down, and that's how I lost my family. I fell down.
Okay.
You
well,
fell down where?
We were attacked. We were ambushed outside by a great somewhere between around a forest.
Well, maybe the same wolves that attacked us attacked you as well.
know wolves have a very, very large territory. It's very possible, especially if we all ended up in the same house. The only reason I came to this house was because it seemed there were children laughing.
Yes, it seems as if we too were deceived. We simply wanted to break into the second story and steal a baby, and now it's just turned into all this.
I've also
We
heard a
weren't trying
baby.
to steal a baby. We were trying
Yeah.
to save a baby.
Oh, right, yes.
I've heard phantom children laughing, phantom children crying, screams, music, the smells of delicious food. This place is not. It's the most unholy of places.
You'll get no argument from me about that.
Well, I say we move on and try to get out of here as fast as possible.
Have we actually? You know how all the windows we see are bricked up. Have
Or did
we
the brick
tried
bricks?
actually? Have we actually tried breaking down the bricks, or just seeing it and going, "Oh no, bricks"?
I've thrown myself against bricks and walls for days.
And you've had magical weapons to spare to break them down if you chose.
I mean, they're magical silver piercing things, not necessarily.
When you did do that, though, you've noticed that when you knocked a brick away, before you even pull your weapon away again, the whole brick repairs itself. So you have noticed that it seems to be...
It's
trapping
definitely
you.
resistant. Whatever it is, it can rebuild itself. As I've said, walls move, doors disappear.
Did you try to help any of the screaming children, or?
I've ran. I've tried to find anybody. You are the only ones I've found that are real, that aren't trying to attack me. Maybe.
Well, I believe her. Let's go.
All right. Can I do an insight check on her story?
Yeah,
All right.
feel free.
So why were you carrying silvered weapons?
Give me a
My-
persuasion check there, Jen.
Ooh.
Just I do
Sorry.
not.
Are we doing? We're doing them on here.
Yeah, roll 20 persuasion. Actually, you would just do, what's that, charisma? Because they don't have the persuasion thing on. If you have a character on D&D Beyond ready to go, then you could use that.
It's
I
showing up on
suppose,
the-
but-
Charisma 6.
Okay, yeah, no.
Convinced.
You could see that she is nervous, very nervous, weak, and doesn't have the energy to even lie.
Would you like something to eat? Some real food?
I would love some. Thank you.
I'll pull out one of my rations and give it to her.
All right.
Okay.
Muriel will kind of go up to the group that's back here and like whisper just so they can hear, be like, I don't think she's lying. I think we just take her with us and get out of here as quickly as possible.
Yeah, Kim not. Because
What was that, Krim?
Krim just nods at Mira when he told him that Avery is not lying.
Yes, I agree with both accounts. That she can be trusted, and we need to get out of here.
All right. Well, I don't think we're going to find anything else here for sure. If you've been here for a while, I think we move on and see what we find. Hopefully a way out.
I'm not
She
entirely
looks
convinced we need to
nervously
be
at the
going
windows.
up.
Just so
Well-
you know, Jen, you have been in this floor more than the top floor because the top floor is where the spider web started,
Mhm.
and you.
Have you guys seen the
That's-
spider webs?
No.
Krim sort of noticed them, but he hasn't really had time to spend up there that much. He noticed when he was in the crib room that the whole room was covered in cobwebs, and in that bedroom that he was in. But yeah, so there's the cobwebs. They're upstairs in the 3rd floor, and it's colder up there as well. So you didn't really want to spend much time up there because you're not feeling that great when you went up.
Okay.
And this across the hall from this music thing, you know, is an office.
Then I'll relay that back to them. Where all have you guys been in this house?
The
I
main
can tell
floor.
you. Okay.
I think Krim has seen the crib room.
The top floor.
Oh,
We
so
know there's a basement down here, but we don't know how to reach it.
Yeah. And we think that's where we need to go because Midnight here says she senses evil below. And I have a theory, but it might.
everything in this house emanates evil. Nothing is natural here.
Yes, but
Well,
I
that's
can
not
know
helpful.
I can sense creature evil and desecrated items. So I only really felt anything from either the main top where our friend Krim saw a ghost and the main bottom where I can't really tell what it is. But I just know it's
maybe
very
it went away.
evil.
Maybe you should cast it again just to be sure.
I wouldn't cast it while we're this high up because I have a range of how far I can go, and I don't know how deep below the ground this thing is.
All right, well.
Midnight, we would know if she can be trusted if you cast it.
I don't want to waste it while we're on the 2nd floor, though.
Okay. Hi, sorry.
you,
We were just having a little conversation. Didn't want you to hear.
I told you, I think she can be trusted.
Okay.
I have a good feeling about her.
All right.
Well, whatever I can do to help. I'll tell you, I haven't spent much time upstairs. She'll look at who you've indicated as Krim. If he was upstairs, and I'm sure he saw the massive amount of webs, and honestly, I'm a little scared of spiders, so I stayed away. But I do know that across from here that there is an office. I haven't spent much time, but it has some really comfy couches.
Sounds pleasant.
As pleasant as anything in this house ever is.
All right, well, let's go and see what we can find, and if we can find a way down to get out.
Maybe there is a secret lever somewhere after all.
Maybe
There is a
is.
secret lever. I'm telling you guys, it's the lever. It's evil. I mean, it's here.
Where?
Somewhere. It's gonna be hidden. If it's not hidden, then
Right.
there's no point in them pulling it down.
All right, and
Maybe it's upstairs.
as she leaves the room, just to be on the safe side, Mira's gonna investigate to make sure there are no levers.
You did not see any levers there. In that room, you didn't see anything else that was out of the ordinary as you investigated it.
Okay. All right.
But you do notice that the harpsichord and the piano there are still, or the harp and the piano are still occasionally playing music on their own.
Wait, they were playing on their own?
Yeah, just little.
no, that was
little
the werewolf.
ting, ting, ting.
I feel like we should have known that already.
You didn't hear that?
No.
No.
If you're
No,
playing
we
anything through your
can't
side,
hear
we
it.
can't hear it.
Yeah, we can't hear any music you're playing.
Oh. Okay. That's disappointing.
We can hear it on playback, though.
Oh, I see. For some reason that stopped.
Did it stop broadcasting your sound?
You did. Now you should be good. And
It's pulling a NordVPN.
It's pulling a NordVPN.
sponsor
I
us,
heard
Nord. Okay, so
Please don't.
yeah, just make sure if you're streaming, you don't have your Nord on without testing. That's just the pro.
I went
pro
into
streaming
this
tip.
other room.
So yeah, as you walk into that room, Cole, you notice it's a really nice office. It's a study of some sort. You assume that this is the master of the house's room because it's got a portrait of him up on the wall behind his chair. behind his desk. There are red velvet drapes covering the windows, an exquisite mahogany desk, and a matching black high chair. There's a fireplace.
High chair. You mean like for like little
High
kids?
back chair, he means.
It is a high backed chair, yes.
Okay, because they do have kids, so.
This is true. The leather throne high chair. No. So there's a framed picture of a windmill also in this room.
We should visit that sometime. It looks nice.
A rocky crag, and situated in the two corners of the room are overstuffed, comfortable-looking chairs, and there's floor-to-ceiling bookshelves on this side of the room. Looks like a really nice book collection, actually.
I'll investigate the books, see if anything is there of interest.
Okay.
So Mira is still out in the hall as well. Does she see this door now?
Give me an investigation roll. And Mira, yeah, you see that door for sure.
Okay.
You saw it before too. It looks like it's not as nice of a door
Guys,
as the other ones.
there's things here with paper.
All right, Mira's gonna go over here and be like, "Well, this door looks less obvious. I don't know. Maybe it's a servant entrance or something. Maybe it's a way out."
And as you want to open that door too?
Is it trapped? She'll totally check for traps.
As you check for traps, go ahead and give me a roll.
All right, that's investigation, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You find no traps, and the door is unlocked.
That just means they're
All
there.
right, she'll open it and go in.
So, Cole, while you're looking in the bookshelf there, you do actually see one book that, for a second there, you think you saw your name on the spine of it, but it seems to be a blank spine.
I'll pull out the book and turn it over in my hands and look at it. Do I feel anything like haunting about it or anything like that?
No, you're not getting a feeling out of it, but as you flip through it, you see that your name is appearing in the book a few times, actually. And as you start to read it, you're going to take a few minutes if you want to read it, but it's it seems like as the more you read it, it's actually documenting your life. And it shows how your father and the council of...
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
It shows all about all that.
I don't know how to read.
You don't know how to read?
I have an intelligence of 8.
You can
do know how to
still
read
read,
paper
though.
and-
You know how to read with an intelligence of 8.
7 or
it's-
lower, you can't.
Yeah, you need an int of 7 or lower
But
to
you
be
are-
unable to read.
Yeah, I
I'll
was
start
like,
sounding out words like
so you're gonna take a few
Eh.
extra minutes there to understand what's going on with the book, but you see that it's documenting your life. So then, Mira, we'll go back to you for a minute. As you're in that room, it is basically what you were guessing before. It seems to be like some servants' quarters. It's not really. It's an undecorated room. There's a pair of beds stuffed with straw. Definitely not the high life that the other rooms here are showing. Like the richness of this room is definitely lost. And there's an empty open footlocker at the end of the beds, and there's some servants' uniforms that are hanging on the wall.
Okay, does she see any kind of like servant's entrance into the room? Anything like that?
Well, there is the beside you. There's another door that looks like it's for that dumbwaiter. It looks like it might connect to the one downstairs, possibly.
But it's still only 2 by 2 by 2.
It's a 2 by 2 by 2 hole. Yeah. And
All right.
there's, if you open that thing up, there's a rope that you could pull that would bring the dumbwaiter up, you think.
Can I take the rope?
It's attached on a pulley.
Okay. I just thought I'd ask. All right, she walks out. Well, That was useless. It was just a servant's quarters. Let's
Okay,
go
so-
check out the study with the rest of them.
Right on. And Midnight, you're back there. Are you investigating the desk or what?
Yeah, I want to attempt to investigate the desk, see if there's any papers or anything of importance.
Okay, so give me a roll.
It's gonna go terribly. Okay, that's average.
So the desk has several items resting like on top of it. There's an oil lamp. There's a jar of ink, a quill pen, a little tinder box for lighting, and a letter containing a letter kit, containing like a red wax seal that has a windmill on it. There's some sheets of blank parchment, and inside the desk, the drawer is open, and the only thing inside of the drawer is a there's a letter and a photograph, or not a photograph, a painting, a small painting on top of the letter, and on top of the painting is a key.
I will take this key and read the letter.
Okay, so I will send you this letter.
Woohoo!
It's inside of a. I kind of did that wrong. You don't see a letter. You see a letter, or a journal. Sorry, not a letter. There's a letter in the journal, an entry in the journal. But the journal is also. Here, I'll show you what this is.
Yeah, I'm just like, if it's like a letter or journal, I'm gonna be reading it.
Yeah, you see the journal, and it's got a page holder in it, and the journal is actually from Mr. Durst's. It says Durst Antiquities on the first page, and it looks like an inventory tracking system for a store that appears to be in Barovia. And there's a journal entry, and if you want to read that, you can. It's quite a long entry, just to let you know.
I
So
will
if
read it, and
there's-
good thing I can speed read.
Okay, so you're going to read it out loud, or... That's what I mean. If somebody wants to read it out loud, they can. If not, I'll read it.
That is a lot for reading out loud, and I
It is
suck
a
at
little
reading out
bit.
loud.
It is a little bit, but this is his explanation to everyone as to what
I'll read it.
he's doing. Okay, so yeah, if it should be in your journals now.
Just like we all huddled together and like open the journal and read together.
The photo, the painting, is of it looks like the nursemaid, or like a server in the house. She's dressed up as in servant's clothing, and she's holding a baby. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'll read the journal entry if somebody wants me to, if we're in there now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Woe these times, for down in the very depths of my imagination, I would not 1 year ago have thought that hence I would be sitting here, telling with pen to journal what I dare not say to any man or woman. I fear their reaction when they learn the truth of what our great family has become. I imagine the faces of dread and horror at the telling of my tale. I must venture to tell this story, though, as my mind is so full of despair that I cannot for the life of me settle myself, and it is my hope that recounting these events will at least give me some further comprehension of the matters. As my store is now closed, I shall not need this log for inventory of my goods, and if it can be of some higher use, then I shall at least attempt to give it such a second purpose and honestly tell what has happened to us all. I had all the things a man could want before the war began, and that devil Strahd poisoned our lands. Before my affair and the events which have led my dear family here. I remember one sunny day, standing in the portico and watching the children play in the road. A coach approached, rapidly while they were laughing and their attention was off. Then, in a flash, my sweet Rose, she sprang to action and pulled her brother out of the road and away from danger. She scolded her sibling as I once scolded her, and I was filled with a pride that is hard to explain, especially now, as the sun is gone, and any example I set henceforth for my beautiful children tonight would be one of a such nervous nature that if they should even glimpse me in this state, I would wish I had done this tomorrow in any regard. I am so low. For a time I felt I was leaking, all of what made me who I was, just falling out of me slowly. Then Margaret, the slave girl, came along, and I felt the sun again. I felt it fill me up. It wasn't the sun. It was hope. Oh, I loved Margaret so. If there were a way to supplant me with her and let her raise our bastard, who we have named Walter after my father, I would take that road. Would there be a way to reserve such things? I would let you hold him when he cries, as you held baby Thorn before him. My dear Margaret, you were always their mother. They just had not realized it yet. Elizabeth, bless her lost soul, was never cut out to be a mother. She lacks the empathy required to care for the children above all else. Oh, Margaret, take me, gods, and let her come back to them. Yesterday, I rose early to the sounds of a struggle to find Elizabeth stuffing her trunk with a dress. My eyes were blurry, but I swore I saw blood and skin moving about with a flowery dress, staining its beauty. I stood awake to see direct into the chest at the foot of the bed, and my eyes betrayed my heart, for they showed me the worst sight I could have seen. My lover's body, stuffed at odd angles into the trunk, my wife Elizabeth standing over her, blood streaked across her cheek. Margaret's neck slit open with a line of red from ear to ear, presumably by a knife or blade of some sort. She stared up at the ceiling. The rest of her looked worse, as she was clearly not designed by God to fit into the chest, but there she was, in the chest nonetheless. Elizabeth slammed the lid shut on Margaret's head a few times before the latch clicked and the chest stayed closed. I stood in horror, as she must have seen me process it all. She said nothing for a minute, then something about how I should have done it a long time ago. What have I done? My love, Margaret, I am so sorry, my love. If only I had been strong enough to do my husbandly duty and never lay my lips upon hers. I will confront my wife tonight and leave tomorrow. First, I must account in part at least the events which led us here, for the sake of my own conscience, before I go. The writing of this journal has already made my will stronger to depart this wretched place at first light, but this account can be a reminder to me next I read it, that the choices I have made, at least of late, have been just. When I first began taking a liking to Margaret, I should have stopped it, but I could not. No. Like a flower to a bumblebee, Margaret's me by instinct, and I came to her. Elizabeth, upon learning of my new relationship, did not take the news well. I had fallen out of love with her a long time ago. If not for the business doing so well and our public appearance being of such import, I would have left the woman and taken my children from her long ago. Gods, how I hate her. Hate is not strong a word enough to use, for it is far too short and not representative of the hell I wish upon the devil I once shared a bed with, and who once gave birth to our children. How had she come to this? Elizabeth was obsessed with herself the way a dog obsesses over the sight of another of its kind. When she looked in a mirror, she became lost in it and would stare and speak to herself for hours, telling worse and worse tales to herself and infecting her own thoughts. I tried taking the mirrors out of her room, but she needed them, if only to always see, in her words, how badly she really looked. I felt pity for a time, before I learned of what she had been doing, the mother of my children. Gods. For a time now, my wife has been meeting with a group of villagers who believe the Strahd is immortal and can grant them the same power he holds over life. She believed that her face had seen too many days of sun and too many sad stories had been told to her for her to compete with a young thing like Margaret. As it turns out, this group of villagers have been meeting in my house. While I work to provide food for this family, while I ride off in the morning with the previous day's labors to sell the return with gold and food, they meet in secret and perform sacrificial rituals to this dark lord of the night, Strahd, hoping he will grant them his immortality so that they may keep their beauty and live with it forever. I must take the children from this place after I remove any suspicions of my own involvement with this vile cult's activities. I will pack a bag for one of the kids, and we will go to my shop in the village tomorrow, and none of us will return to sleep here another night. Rose and Thorn have told me now that their mother locks them in their rooms while her cult visits for their bloody rituals. They believe the screams they hear to be of monsters. One blessing, I suppose. I have taken Mrs. Durst's one good idea and spared the children from our interaction. I have locked them in their rooms one last time, just to be sure they do not follow me down there. The first time I went down, I saw the truth of it all, but I must confront her now and tell her not to follow me when I go. She can have this fiendish house, for I wish after tonight to never see her or it again. If the children ever know the truth, that those screams were from men being flayed alive, burned, crushed, tortured in every way possible while chained and gagged, I would die then and there to stop their ears from hearing such things, their eyes from seeing such horrors. The cult chanted together, and as I approached, their voices grew louder, and I could almost make out what they were saying. What I saw I will not speak of, even here, even now. I will only say that woe is my family. I will try to save Walter from ever knowing of this place and the tragic way he has come into this world. So I write this account now as the truth of it, and say to all who can take comfort in it that I am so very sorry. And now I must do what I should have done before I ever lied with Margaret, tell Elizabeth the truth. I hope she can forgive me. But also, I hope she can see the error of her ways and allow me to take the children from here for the good of the family. In any case, at least I say, now that I have tried, Margaret, forgive me that it was not sooner. With a heavy heart, Mr. Gustav Durst.
Oh, heavy.
This explains a lot.
Told you this house was cursed and evil.
Krim, what
what
did
was
the
that?
ghost upstairs look like?
Sorry, I dozed off.
She had a maid outfit.
I admit it was not my best reading ever.
No. It was actually, that was a very much. It was like I don't know. It kind of reminded me of growing up a little bit. I don't know. I just felt really comfortable.
Do you think that ghost could have been the ghost of the lady Mr. Durst liked?
Or one of her sacrifices.
Not
I
sure,
don't-
but something stuck to me.
I don't know.
Um,
Wait, if he locked the children in their rooms, how did they get out? Where did he go?
What if the children are...
Is there
Not-
a date? Is there a date in that journal?
I don't know. I didn't notice one. Let me look.
I did find a key in that desk as well. Do you think it's the key to the kids' room?
No, there's no date that I can see. I don't know. Can I see a date?
It's not dated, no.
Yeah. All right.
You can tell that the
key.
journal is very old, though. The pages are now brittle. If you were to write in a journal like this, you might even tear the pages.
But
Yeah.
I've seen enough antique books in the shop to know that this is very old.
yeah, something stuck to me when you were reading that thing. I remember seeing something upstairs. It was a mirror. It was the only thing out of place. Crooked. Among everything else that is, well, behind the ghost. Straight
Okay.
and proper.
It
Maybe
didn't
there's
say where
something
the...
there.
It didn't say where the children's room was.
Well, I don't think it's on this floor, so.
And it wasn't on the first floor upstairs.
All right.
So,
Mir's
Cole-
just gonna.
Before we continue, Cole, you've been trying to read that book, or did you stop reading and start listening?
I was half listening and I was thumbing through the pages. I realized what it is, and I'm trying to skip ahead to the parts where my brother might be mentioned and to the end where it might say what I could face next.
Okay, so as you skip to the end, you notice that it says something like, and as the six of them stood in the small study, they started learning of the predicament they were in. And then that's the last sentence of the book.
I'll tuck the book in my backpack, and then
Okay.
I'll sigh deeply, and I'll say, these books, they seem to have some kind of magic, and they keep a record of what we are doing here, even as we do it. I do not understand it, but I will save it so that there is a record of what we have gone through.
Okay. Mira's also going to check the bookshelf. One, because that sounds interesting and valuable, and two, to see if there's a secret door, anything like that.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
All right.
Can I do an Arcana check on the book itself?
Yeah, you can. Okay, so Mira, you notice that there is actually, at the back here, a secret-looking passage in the bookshelf there. Doesn't look like it's fully attached to the other bookshelf. It looks like it can possibly swing.
That sounded like a phone.
That was my phone.
Hey guys, I think there's a secret entrance here. Maybe it leads to the way out.
So
And
as
it
you
honked at us.
exactly, as you look there, you can see. I'll just bring you into the room here. You can see that it is.
I don't see anything. I don't have my torch. Hang on. All right, now I do.
Okay, so you can see it's a small, narrow chamber.
Mhm.
There's a heavy wooden chest with clawed iron feet standing at the south wall.
Mhm.
And closer inspection, as you light your torch, you see that there is a skeleton in old leather armor, and it's leaning into the chest.
Oh. Wait. It's okay, so it's leaning into the chest?
Yeah, it's leaning, like it's looking in the chest, sort of.
Is it like a medical skeleton, or is it like a?
It's in
Spooky.
adventurer's armor, I think, is how
Or
he
is it-
described it.
Yeah, it's like old, rotten out adventurer's armor.
Oh,
Okay. Well, I'll search the body, see if there's anything valuable, all the time being like, oh god.
Okay.
Trying to push it away from the chest.
As you're pulling it out, the armor is more holding it all together than anything else, and you notice that as you do, it's all the bones just sort of fall apart. But in the chest of the thing, you do see a giant poison dart stuck into the armor, went right through. It
Can
looks-
I tell the trajectory of the dart, like where it came from?
Yeah, you can see in the chest as you pull it away, you can see a crossbow set up, and it looks like it was trapped before. And this guy got the blunt end of that, and it didn't luck so well as you guys. But in his hand, in his bony hand, there is another letter. Actually,
Okay, I'll take the letter.
it's much shorter. Everybody should be able to see that.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to read that one too, you can, or you can pass it out.
Okay. My most pathetic servant, I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, but your fortune's spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired his stillborn son. Cursed by darkness? Of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dread lord and master, Strahd von Zerovich?
Syrovich.
Wait,
second mention of Strahd in this house.
Well, and sired a bastard son. I'm sorry, bastard son, not stillborn son.
Which was also mentioned in the journal.
Yes. Okay.
You also notice in this room here, there are a couple of tomes that look sort of like they might be, well, more evil looking than the rest, more ominous looking than the rest of the books. And they're piled up on the edge of the doorway here. And one of them says necromantic rituals is what it's called, and one of them says priests of Osibus.
Anybody know anything about the priests of Osibus?
Cole's ears perk up. I have not heard of them, but I would like to read it if it's possible.
I'm not going to touch the book, but there's a book in here about that. You might want to get it. There's also a dead body in there. Just fair warning.
As you moved the dead body, you saw the crossbow. It pops out open with the lid, but you didn't look in the chest yet. If you did, then you would see that there's also some leather-bound blank books worth about 25 gold apiece. There are some spell scrolls that you're going to want to write down. Somebody's going to want to put these in their inventory, I suppose. There's a bless scroll. There's a protection from poison scroll.
That would have been useful.
And there is a spiritual weapon scroll.
So how many scrolls in total was that?
3.
3. Bless, protection from poison,
and spiritual weapon.
No, okay.
There is a deed to this house. There is a deed to a windmill. And I'll send you guys this later if you want to, right? So that way it's a little bit easier to write down.
I'm typing out all the scrolls and the deeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a deed to the
grab
house.
them and hand them to her.
There's a deed to the house. There's a deed to the windmill. That you've seen this picture of a windmill a bunch of times, so you assume that's what they're talking about. And there's a signed will. And in the will, it's signed by Gustav and Elizabeth Durst. And it bequeaths the entire house, the windmill, and all of their earthly property to their 2 children, Rosavalda and Thornbolt, in the event of their deaths.
I'll
But
grab
not
both.
Wilfred.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, not Walter.
Not Walter, I'm sorry.
Walter is not in the deed, no.
Okay. I am going to grab the book of the necromancy and the priest's book and stuff them in my backpack.
Okay.
Mira will take a journal because she likes to write things down, like songs and
Yeah, I'll
such.
gather the journals up in my arms and bring them out there and offer them to anybody who wants them.
I'll take one.
Right on. Yeah, that's pretty much. You guys feel like you've looked around in here. There's nothing else that you've missed, as far as you can tell.
All right. Well, that wasn't a way out. Shall we move on?
Let's keep going up, I guess.
Yes, unless these books have more secrets to tell.
I don't know. I guess
All
Mira
right.
will look at the shelves looking for an interesting book.
Greg,
Yeah.
I'll actually go over to the fireplace and I'll stick the necromancy book in there and I'll set it on fire.
Cole, what are you doing? That's not how you read a book.
This is an evil book. I cannot allow this blasphemy to survive, to
Yes.
go on.
And as the pages begin to burn, you hear a slight sound of screaming.
Well, it sounds like it would have been a fascinating story. I wish I would have known it. Oh well, it's gone now. I guess we keep going.
Shall we keep going up in search of the children's room?
Yes. And maybe that Krim, you said that you saw some sort of specter.
Oh, everybody moved.
Yeah, I moved back into the room and everyone else's tokens just kind
I'm
of
trying to move
left.
everybody, and then some people moved, and it messed me up. I'm just bringing you to the stairs so you can go up on your own. You can choose your own marching order and all that. And
Is there another set of stairs?
yeah, hold on.
Oh,
There you
yay.
go. Okay,
All right,
so yeah,
and this was the suit of armor that we destroyed, right?
and the suit of
or that-
armor at the right here
Mm-hmm.
is dead now. Yes.
So who's in front and who's at
Yeah,
the
you
back?
guys have to choose how you want to do all that. And Krim, you would know that this is the door that you ran from, obviously.
Yep.
Mir will be towards the back with her crossbow pulled out.
I would like to be towards the front.
I'm
I'll be
last to
behind
leave the
Midnight.
room.
What'd you say, Krim?
I'll be right behind you.
Okay, so you'll be like one behind me.
And I'm going to be safely in the middle.
Nope. I'm kind of all right. There we go.
I don't think this is the order we agreed on.
No, it's not.
Because I'm at the top of the stairs and Krim's supposed to be behind me, but Krim didn't move his token, I don't think.
No.
Sorry. Yeah, but it's too tight. This is the door. Okay, here we go.
So is this the order we want?
Yeah. Oh no.
Anyways, you're not in combat yet. I'm just giving you an idea of where you're at as you climb up these stairs. You can sort of feel, like I was saying before, the temperature as you get closer to the top of the stairs is dropping. And you start to notice that this floor, that there's dust on the stairs now. There's, everything is looking older. All of the beauty of this house is now showing its age and how the truth is sort of coming out as you climb higher. There's oil
Krim.
lamps on the walls. They're
Krim,
not
which
lit,
room did
though.
you flee from? The bottom one or the top one?
The bottom one. Definitely this one. You can still see the feather marks. But feathers
I
don't
believe
make
there's
marks.
one right here as well.
If there's a feather on the ground, can I pick it up? Did he lose feathers?
He did not lose feathers, no.
Oh, I thought you said he lost feathers.
He left feather prints.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see. Which room to go in? Because it looks like we have three options. Top one, the one right over here, or the one Krim came out of, which has the ghost lady in it.
Krim, did the ghost lady look like the lady in the portraits?
Did the ghost lady look like the lady in the portrait?
Yeah.
You said
No.
she was in servant's clothes.
She did not. The lady in the portraits looked a little older than
Okay.
this ghost lady did. The ghost lady looked like she might have died when she was younger compared to the portrait lady.
Savorie, could I get one of those crossbows? I believe you had some magical ranged weapons.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
I have the crossbow bolts.
Yes.
I think it was the bolts that were magical and not the weapon itself.
Oh, well, never mind then.
There's a bow. There are like arrows. I'm not very good with bows. I'm great with crossbows, not so good with bows.
I have a heavy crossbow that I looted if you would like it.
I'm no good with that. It's a bit too heavy for me. Never mind. I'm fine. I'll make do.
There are
How you
20
guys feel about?
20 crossbow bolts in 2 different quivers.
I
And-
really don't care this much. Let's find
Yeah.
out what's ahead.
Would you guys like to go in this room? The one that doesn't look like Krim came out of?
All right, yeah,
Uh,
let's try.
Because I'd like to
Okay.
try this door to this way and not the one directly down.
So you see a storage closet type thing. It doesn't appear that much is popping out as far as anything really interesting. There's dry shelves or dusty shelves, and looks like some old things that stored, soaps and things like that before, maybe for cleaning.
Toiletries.
Yeah. There's a cobweb-covered broom in the back of the closet.
Well, that doesn't seem very interesting, and Knight will step away from that door and try to head towards the door that seems to be up here. If anyone else would like to inspect that room, they can.
I'm blocked from getting up the stairs.
Yeah. There's a traffic jam.
So which one are you looking in there? Midnight?
I want to look into this top room next, since that one didn't seem very interesting to
On the-
Midnight.
East side of the house?
This is top. To me, this is just top.
Okay, you've opened that door.
Okay. Let me get like a pull-out torch. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the broom.
Oh, there's a door down there too.
Okay, so Cole, sorry. As soon as you grab the broom, or before you grab the broom, right before you grab the broom. Boop.
It does a thing.
Holy shit. You're fighting a broom.
That is your own downfall if you die to a broom.
Okay, hold on. Nobody move. I'm going to grab
You'll
everybody's...
never live that down.
Am I gonna be a torch again?
You know what they said about the guy that got beat by a broom? It was a clean sweep.
Ha,
Boy.
ha, ha.
That's pretty good.
Wait,
Cole,
are
could you
walking
move your
away for shame,
character-
or what's
Can
happening?
you move your character back away from the edge?
Hmm.
One thing back, Cole? Because you are standing on... Oh, as soon as you moved, it messed it all up. It's okay. Nobody move.
Nobody touch anything.
I don't want to grab torches. That's why I'm... Let's hope this works.
Should we roll initiative?
That's what I'm
He's doing
now.
the auto thing.
Wow. Magical.
Yeah.
Damn, wow.
Okay,
There
I
we
think
go
that
at me at
actually
bottom of
worked.
initiative again.
Yeah. I'm not a torch.
But this isn't in it. Okay, that's why it's on the wrong layer. Ha ha. Boom. And there is a broom,
broom.
standing in front of you, and it comes to life.
Standing?
And well,
Don't
it's
see the
now
broom
it's
in
like
now
the
it's
Mickey
standing. Yeah.
Mouse. Yeah, it's like
Is the broom
Sorcerer's
supposed to be
Apprentice.
the? Is the broom
I'll-
supposed to be the specter on the list? Oh, there it is.
I'll stumble backward a step or so, and I'll say,
Before you do
"Great
that,
persona."
because you were surprised, the broom is going to do a little bit of its brooming to you.
It's gonna.
A six,
Why does
Smack
the
or-
me
broom
in the
hurt?
face.
yeah, 16 and a 7.
What?
Do you
Oh.
get hit by?
I have an AC of 18.
Oh,
So the
okay.
broom dusts off your armor.
Would it have
Try not to get hit.
Vigorous.
Look,
Vigorously.
I'm shiny again.
This is like the fight scene from Beauty and the Beast, and I'm here for it.
Trim, you are up, sir.
Oh,
Okay, I see the broom attacking him. I try to throw a dart, even though it'll probably be too difficult.
Yeah, that's +2 AC as well. So anytime you're going through more than one of your players in a straight line, I'm just giving it half cover, just to let you guys know.
Okay.
So that definitely missed. The broom actually swatted it back and tried to return your dart, using its monk skills, but it missed.
Wow. Monk broom.
the broom is a monk.
Okay, so
Uh-oh.
it sees you again, Krim, because it can see and move through walls, and as it does so, It
Is it dust?
flies around to here, and you see this approaching out from behind this wall here.
Well, that's not good.
You see this thing, and it screams again. And it's as it screams, you can hear it very clearly, all of you, but it doesn't sound like it's right there. It sounds like it's farther away.
Lee.
And it does its thing.
Oof.
Ouch.
16 to hit.
Yep, that hits, and I go down.
14 damage and 4 necrotic damage.
Is that plus
You did-
4?
If you
plus
don't make a
crit?
Constitution save.
Yeah.
Okay.
I reduced my HP by 4. So my max is now 6.
So you have been reduced to 0 hit points.
Yep.
But-
That was an incredibly low roll. The extra
But your
4 points
maximum-
of damage was from the critical, which it did.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
because it auto rolls crits as well on that weird thing.
Well, it doesn't really
So
matter because your hit point maximum is reduced by 14. And
14?
14?
I'm dead.
Yeah, he's just dead.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
I'm just
insta
dead.
kill him.
That would insta-kill anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, it does say hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken.
you see Krim's body go limp.
Oh man. He
Nice.
got you anyways, Crim.
I was like, he got away.
After all that.
Maybe not. So yeah, you guys all see Krim's body drop limp on the floor behind this ghostly visage. And it's Mira's turn.
Mira.
I will say you guys have entered this other room here, so I'll give you a brief description of what's in this room, just so you know. This appears to be the master bedroom that you're in. There's double doors that you went through to get in. The double doors sort of do have a windmill design on them as well, but the whole room is covered in cobwebs. There is a chest at the foot of the bed that you just read this letter and it talked about an incident that happened in here, so you're having a feeling that maybe at some point you might want to look in that chest. Maybe not though. There's an old rotten tiger skin rug in the corner as well. And a couple of his and hers wardrobes beside the bed. And there's a door that's facing the foot of the bed that's, you can tell is looks like the dumbwaiter door, so it could lead all the way down from the main floor to here, or up from the main floor. There also is if you give me a quick, what's your passive perception again?
I think mine's a 12.
9.
Mine's 12.
12 is good enough that you do notice dried blood stains near the bottom of the bed. And that's pretty much it for here. There is a door in the back here as well. It looks like it's letting in some, like it might be a way out. It's hard to tell. It's looking like it's letting in some light from cracks through the bricks, but it's hard to tell. There's also a jewelry box sitting on the table there. And it is your turn, Mira.
Okay. Hey, I'm going to do a little personal roll to see what Mira might have pieced together. Just kind of a basic intelligence for myself. Nope, she wouldn't have gotten it. Okay. So Mira's going to see that there's the potential for an exit. And she's going to go over and check it out because I'm not entirely sure she knows what's happening out in the hall.
You're saying over by the corner here?
Yeah.
So as you get a little closer to there, you can see there is a balcony out here on the
Okay.
outside that looks very similar to the balcony at the front of the house. And you can see that the bricks are still sealed up, and it's just kind of giving you just enough of a glimpse through one of the cracks to see that there is a balcony there.
All right. Guys, I think if we can knock down this wall, there might be a way out.
It's over here, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Something's happened to Krim. He's down. The Spectre came up the stairs.
So
Run!
you've only used 15 feet of movement to get there.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything else? You're saying run?
All right. Well, if she can go back into the doorway and the doorway's open, do I have line of sight on the ghost? I do not.
If you can move out the door still with you and Midnight there if you wanted to, and then you
Okay.
would see it.
All right, and she'll shoot it with her crossbows with the magical bolts. $16 to hit. Because of
Yeah,
the
that's a
+1
hit.
crossbow. All right. Okay, and then
It's +1 ammunition.
yes, 11 piercing.
And you can mark one of those ammos off. And the 11 piercing does some damage, you can see.
Everybody
it
run! We gotta get out of here.
Flies, this crossbow bolt seems to scare this thing actually, as it takes some of the spiritual form of this thing with it as it flies through. That's your
All right.
turn.
Yep, that's my turn. Oh, except that she'll give a Wolf Lady Bardic Inspiration bonus action.
I think you still
Lady.
you've moved 15, you moved 30, that's your full movement? Okay. Yeah, it's Aries' turn. Avery. Ray?
Ray.
Savorie.
Avery.
So it hit the ghost, and the ghost backed off.
A little bit from what it sounded
Yeah,
like.
the crossbow bolt, the magical crossbow bolt was able to pierce through and pull some of the spirit away from itself, tear it a little bit apart a little bit.
The ghost itself wasn't like knocked back or anything like that.
Correct.
Okay. Then she's going to take a step back. Yeah, she's gonna take a step back over here, and she's gonna take out one of the crossbows that she had from downstairs, and also take a shot at it. But it's just gonna have a regular arrow in it, a regular crossbow in it.
Okay. So that is a hit. And you see this thing. You said you've got a regular crossbow ammo or the magical?
No, I only have the regular.
Okay, yeah, I thought that's what I said.
Yeah.
So that's gonna do. Let's see some damage. Okay. It does look like it hit it, and but Krim would say, yeah, see, it's resistant to that type of damage. My darts didn't seem to do that much.
Krim would say that.
Krim would say that.
Yeah, so then she'll look back towards whoever it was in the doorway and let them know, your friend is down. That thing got him. And that's gonna be your turn.
Okay. Do you want to hit end of turn?
How do I
There's a,
hit end of turn?
there's a button up there, right above where it has the Uranmira's portrait on it. There's a EOT button.
I can do it for you if you want. I'll get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Cole, it can't go anywhere, and it wants to get out. So, it coming.
Oh, Lordy, he
Easy, my
coming.
friend. Easy. We mean you no harm. I'm talking to a broom.
Where's my... I'm looking for my broom character sheet. Oh, there it is. Okay. Boom. Multi-attack with the broom. Sweep, sweep. 18 for 6 bludgeoning damage.
The 18 hits.
Oh. Somebody looks like they're hurt already. Are you down?
No.
Did you have already... I thought you were at full health before.
I had temporary hit points that were taken away.
Come on, buddy, join me.
So Cole is fallen to the ground inside of this closet. You guys see his head pop out the door.
I'm not down. Why am I down?
Well, okay, well it says on my thing you have 0.
Did you
The
not actually show up your temp HP that you said you had? Because I guess they only see the green bar.
I thought the temp was the green bar.
No,
No,
the
that's
temps
your
are
health.
That's
actual.
your actual HP.
Yeah, the green bars are actual
Oh.
HP. No one here has.
You
temp.
had 9 out of 9 when you started and you lost 6, so you're at 3 out of 9. I don't remember you having
Okay,
temporary hit
I'm
points.
at 0 then.
9 minus
No,
6.
you'd be
should
at
still
3.
have 3.
You should be at 3. I'll
No,
put you...
because I took 3 damage earlier.
Oh. Okay. So Krim has fallen.
The
And Cole
afterlife
has
top
fallen.
Inkoshi. Come
He's
here.
not as dead looking as Cole is, or Krim
What is the number in the red circle for?
The red circle is your passive perception, and the blue
okay.
circle is your AC.
Okay.
All right. So that's the broom. It's just Mickey Mousing or whatever, Disneying.
It's cleaning house.
Exactly. And it's time for you to make a death save.
Me?
Yeah. You're at 0, so you
Yes,
gotta
sir.
make death saves. That's
Wait,
dex.
that's a dex.
Dex saves.
Oh, I thought
Death.
you said dex save.
Death save.
With a
0
big ol'
HP.
TH.
Where do I find that on the sheet?
Usually on the top of the main page.
It's right beside your hit dice button,
yeah.
right above your attacks.
You can
You
just
hover
roll a
over death
d20.
save, it should say death save.
If you want to just roll a d20, you could do that too.
It's right underneath where it's successes and failure.
On the roll 20
16.
sheet. Don't know what it would be on the other sheet.
Okay, that's better than your dex save. So that's 1 success. And now it is Mr. Cooper.
What am I involved with here?
Nonsense.
And then he's gonna just like try to like reflexively see after he sees a Krim go down, just kind of push it away, and when he does, an Eldritch Blast fires out.
Accidental pew.
Then I move.
At the ghost thing?
Yes.
Okay, and as you do that, you hear this thing scream one last as its spiritual form dissipates and wisps, and the bolt actually
It's right behind me, isn't it? It's right behind me.
the bolt actually impacts into the wall and does a little bit of damage to the wall too because it had some force behind it still. as it was tearing through.
I run by the other group members, screaming, "It's right behind me! Save me!" And then I end my turn.
Right on. Midnight, you're up.
Well, there goes since that thing's already gone, there goes the idea I had of, praying over the bones. But I guess we got a broom we gotta deal with, don't we?
You don't really know that necessarily, but you hear Cole, "Ow!" kind of thing,
And
right?
thud.
It thud. Yeah.
Just like walk out the room like, what happened here? What's going on? Just like drag the torch.
Honk.
How does that Disney song, Fantasia song go again?
Just try to drag my token to I can actually see something.
Oh, right. That's it.
Congratulations on the copyright strike.
So I walk out here, see.
Actually, that song
Hey.
might be too old for copyright.
No, it's Disney. They will hunt you down.
I think we only did 4 seconds of less than 4 seconds of audio there that was
Was a
recognizable.
Okay, so I see a presumably either unconscious or dead Crim. Look around. I don't see Cole. I walk around where the closet I opened was and presumably see Cole.
Oh, the closet door is open, so you'd see
Yeah.
Cole from there. Yeah.
Would I be able to
Definitely.
step over his body or swap
Yeah,
places with
he's
his
just
body?
just a lump on the ground at this point. Difficult terrain.
Just like get in so I can try to smack
I will
at
point out
it.
that my armor is made out of coral, so don't cut your feet on the coral.
It's difficult
cut.
That
terrain.
sounds so uncomfortable. That'd be like wearing Puma Stone as armor.
It's
Like,
gotta
yeah.
squeeze me, gotta get in here, gotta squeeze me. Long sword, Kya. Did it roll? That was terrible.
Yeah,
that
that's
was indeed terrible.
Just gonna check to make sure. No, the
Can
broom.
I use my
dodges.
inspiration to try to smack it again? Because I still have that and
You
haven't
have
used it
a-
yet. Or is that only advantage?
Oh, you can use inspiration. Yeah. Feel free. Yeah, you can re-roll.
Is that okay? Yeah. Let's see if I can get any better.
Re-roll with your inspiration.
That's better.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey.
This thing is held together still, but it looks like you've cut that in such a way that there's only a couple of strands that are holding together in one side, and it looks like you've almost chopped it in half.
That's good. Okay, that'll be my turn next.
Okay, so Krim, it's
It's just dead.
Krim's turn here, and you guys might have a black screen for a minute. Krim won't though. Do you see that, Krim? Do you see anything?
From you're
in there yet?
muted.
Okay, yeah. Let me just get my torch. Or wait, I can't.
Okay, so you guys noticed that where Krim was, the ground is engulfed with mist, and then his body disappears. He is, as far as you know, just gone from the room.
Crim!
Now,
Crim de la Crim!
I would do this as a secret room type thing, but you guys can't really see what's going on here anyways, so I will just,
We will not metagame. And
yeah, I'll trust you not to. And it's not like you wouldn't watch the episode later anyways and be like, oh. So I was thinking about it before, but I was like, there's no point. So
You trust me not to metagame.
So, Krim, as you look around, you hear whispers in every direction. The ground
Shut
all
up, Peter.
around you.
I hate you.
The ground all around you is like a cobblestone floor, and it looks like it's ancient. you kind of take a sniff and the air is really stale, and then you realize that you don't even need to breathe. You're not breathing right now. Yeah, you're seeing these amber statues or amber. It looks like, you know, when if you had a mosquito or whatever caught in amber, but it looks like that.
Again,
but instead,
Jurassic Park.
yeah, instead of a mosquito, these things look
For
like
review purposes only.
these things look like moving wisps of blackness inside of amber that are quite large. Actually, they're bigger than you.
Large mosquitoes. Okay.
So, if there's something you want to do, then we can do that, and if not, we're going back to turn order.
I can investigate. I'm gonna investigate one of them.
Okay, so as you walk towards that one, let's see here. That one actually, as you walk towards that one, you hear it laughing at you, and it's a really, really creepy laugh. You're not eager to go anywhere closer to that. As soon as you hear it start laughing, you hear like a, "You are not useful to me. Begone."
Okay. Chillax.
You hear whispers saying,
I'm gonna
"Come, come," from all around the room, though, except for the largest amber blocks.
Okay. I go to this one.
So the one labeled 1?
The one labeled 1.
Okay. It says, it kind of whispers to you, "I am the star of secrets, and no information shall be hidden from me, or from you if you accept this deal. Do you crave to know all which lies beyond your mortal perspective?" If it's
How can I? I'm dead.
It's waiting for you to be. It's waiting for you to get. Basically, it wants you to touch it. You can feel like it's asking you to touch it.
Okay. That's weird. It's asking me to touch it, but okay.
It's
Let's touch
compelling you. You can decide if you want to or not. But did you say you do?
Yeah.
Okay. And as he does, you guys notice that the smoke reappears in the room again. And Krim reappears beside you as well.
Does he still look bleh?
Can you see now, Krim? Everything's good? Everybody can see?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't.
Yeah, I can see. I can see, well, as much as I can see.
Right, because
Well,
Krim
I'm
is still on the other
actually
page.
where Midnight is.
Okay.
Midnight's standing over me. I just moved my token out of the way.
I am going
Oh,
to message
up.
you.
I lost everything.
Me
yeah,
too.
he took away our torches.
And the turn order.
I have dark
Just give me a
vision.
second.
I'm dead.
I'm just trying to message Krim here for a second.
I thought you only got knocked out, not dead.
So that is
Oh.
a permanent thing for you right now. And you are waking up, but you are very dazed
Oh.
right now, Krim.
Oh, he
And,
not dead.
well, you see him reappear in front of you on the floor,
And then everything goes dark.
and then everything goes dark, yeah. It might just be that I need to refresh this page, but
It's okay.
everybody try refreshing, because I did
Gotcha.
I did change some stuff. The player location mainly.
Okay. Got it.
Are y'all back, or does it not?
I'm
It's
loading in.
loading. Might be a
It
roll 20
looks-
issue.
It looks like it's working on my end, I think.
Okay, touch.
My side says it's hatching dragons. I don't know what y'all are doing, but
Mine's
Okay.
crafting
Oh,
spell
mine's back.
lists.
So, Krim, you are no longer with a dead symbol, but you are prone and opening your eyes, and that's the end of your turn.
Okay, I can see again.
Mira, you are up.
Okay. Krim, you're alive. All right.
Hey,
She's gonna run over to him. How is he looking? As far as like, is he?
Krim actually has full HP again.
wow, fresher than yo.
What
The Krim
happened?
just smiles.
Grim, I saw you. I saw you die. You withered like a flower. The feathers dropped from you, and you shriveled. That specter had its talent into you. How are you even walking?
So, hold on. Chris is in the other room, just peering out and being like,
Yeah.
Krim!
It's still after me. Is it dead? Chris, you're alive? Or
Krim?
Am I alive?
Krim, you're
Yes,
alive?
Chris, you're alive.
Yeah.
Chris is the
Krim
only
just
one with a
looks at
C.
this and
Go ahead.
Krim just looks at the silence and go, I don't know. I don't know what happened. 1 minute, I was pawing with something, and then I'm here.
1 minute you were what?
I was talking with something. I can't remember his name or exactly what he said.
What did
I
it
really
look
forgot
like?
what he said.
What did it look like?
It was just a voice in my head. I remember the color amber though, like a sap from a tree. Then
And what did you converse about?
I can't remember.
Well, that's
Then-
not ominous in any sort of way.
As you guys see him talking, you guys notice that his tongue is a little longer than it used to be, and it whips out when he's making certain beak words.
Does he bite it?
He needs to make a
Like,
dexterity save to talk.
Can dex save to not bite your tongue, please?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you're alive. I'm a little worried. What do you guys say we get the hell out of here? Because there was something that maybe could be knocked down to get an exit.
While
Oh,
you
wait.
guys are having all these conversations, the
Midnight's
broom
playing a
is
broom.
still
what
alive.
about your
yeah.
friend?
The
Oh,
one that's knocked out on the floor.
oh, right.
Oh, Cole, where's
she'll
Cole?
lean down and put her hand on Cole because he's right there, and be like, "Stay alive," and cure wounds.
Okay, roll some HP healing, and then Cole is gonna wake up.
Nice.
Cole, you have a bad dream there of being attacked by a broom, and then you
Is
wake
that
up.
7 plus 3?
Yeah, the 7 is like the roll. I don't know why it's doing the 1d8 plus 3. So yes, no,
Wow.
It's just
says
7.
Cole,
Not
that
7.
broom was bristling with
7.
death.
Cure wounds would give you your plus your
Divine.
modifier or whatever, right?
Yeah, Otto
Yeah,
did
but
it.
it's if you scroll
rolled
over
twice.
it says, yeah, I don't know why it rolled twice, but
Right,
it says
right.
1d8 plus 3, 4 plus 3. So I rolled a 4 and then I added 3.
Right. So yeah, 7 healing, Cole. And that's Mira's turn. So now it is Avery.
Avery.
Just say Ray. We're not gonna get it.
Ray Ray!
No, Peter.
You should hear how long it took to say Mira instead of Myra.
It's true. 'cause
We still
Now
say
it's hard to
both.
say Myra
We just say
or
both.
Mira.
Mira.
she's gonna reload her crossbow, or her crossbow real quick. She's gonna look over her shoulder at Chris. Where is Chris?
In another room, I think.
He went
Well,
back.
wherever she heard him make that pun about being bristling with death, she's gonna kind of give him like a thumbs up and like a chuckle. And she is going to come down here, see what is going on, and take a shot. The broom is still.
Do you have crossbow expertise?
Krim is now awake,
Yeah.
so you can't really stand right there. But if you stood here, you
But
could
he's still
peek in.
down, right?
No, Crim's up.
He's
Everyone
okay.
is currently
he's
up.
on the floor.
Okay.
He's prone right now, so
Yeah.
you could if you wanted to. Yeah, you're standing above his prone body, no problem.
Okay, then I'm gonna take a shot at the broom if it's still going
it's-
crazy.
It's still going.
Cool. Then I'm gonna take a shot
It's
at.
still going. And oh, that's a hit.
Wow.
Yeah,
Please kill it.
it's not an at 20 though. Oh yeah.
Does
So
that finish it?
so there's Midnight just carving away at this thing. I guess it was only one really big chop, but yeah, dart just perfectly, a crossbow bolt just perfectly right in the middle of the broom, and it's like
It's like thud.
it just falls over like a stick.
Develops an arm.
Yeah, it develops arms just so it can pose for a second and then falls over.
It's like
Perfect. It's a splintery broom on the floor now.
And then I'll reach down and help Krim up. And that'll
Meanwhile, Cole is turning purple in embarrassment.
you got
It's
knocked
red
out
and
by a
blue make
broom.
Yeah.
Red and blue make purple. Okay, so Cole is up now. Krim is starting to stand and being helped up, so yeah.
Can
Looks
you
like there's
remove
nothing
that
else.
skull from my head?
You should
You-
be able to do it
You
yourself
can do
too,
it
I
if you
think.
wanted to, yeah. I'll
Ow.
do it this time.
Just click your token and hit the circle icon at the bottom of the little menu that pops up and just re-click the thing like boop, boop.
Did we do it? Are we safe? Is that specter thing gone?
Ugh.
Been gone.
Everything went topsy-turvy for me.
Okay, so this is. Are you okay, Cole? You look a little bushed.
Man, you cannot let me keep a straight face in this game. No,
Yeah, I
I'm
think-
not okay.
We are out of
Why would I mean?
combat.
Cool. Then can I go do an investigation arcana check on the broom?
I'll let them keep talking while you do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Midnight. I'm a little concerned about Krim. I saw the specter. I didn't see what happened to it. I just ran away from it. But after I ran away, the specter is gone and Krim is up and walking around.
Where did Krim go?
Did he get
Where did Krim go?
Is someone standing
get-
on Krim?
Did he get possessed?
Am I standing on Krim?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
I was standing on Krim. I'm so sorry, Krim.
Midnight. I think the spirit. I think the spirit is inhabiting his body. I've heard stories about this. Angry spirits can possess the living.
Chris, you killed the spirit when you fled.
I just ran away. I didn't do anything.
You
Well,
blasted it with one of your weird blasts again.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. I just turned and fled.
Chris, you blasted it with one of your weird blasts like we saw at the camp.
I don't know what's happened
I-
to you,
I did.
Chris, but you have something you didn't have before? Maybe?
He also used it downstairs, by the way.
I Yes. I don't know what to say. You're right. Things have felt different recently. I don't know what happened or what happened to the spirit. But Krim is still Krim. I mean, about these strange occurrences, I don't know. I just felt like I could project my will outwards.
All right. Mira's just gonna like put a hand on his shoulder and says, "We'll figure it out after we get out of this freaking house. Let's just get out of here, and then we'll figure out what happened." Around.
Okay.
And
all right.
Midnight will want to go into the room, this room down here specifically, where
All right.
the specter is no longer in.
Well.
Oh, that's right.
I need help. I need help figuring out if Krim is Krim.
It seemed
Krim,
like Krim when
are
I
you
talked to
Krim?
him.
Well, what could we ask him that would prove that he is who he is?
I am Krim.
Do we really know him well enough to be able to know if he's Krim?
Hey, Krim, how do you feel about some meat?
Oh, thanks.
He's Krim.
Krim, I have some more of that special wine. Do you want any?
Wine?
That
Sure.
special stuff that I had the other day, you know?
That we took to the wedding.
Yes, that we
The
took to the
Duchess
wedding.
drank.
Yeah, that great wine.
Yes.
The one that
Don't
I
you
told you had the in it.
Oh. You, Chris, brought that? You
Yes.
brought that? And I look at you, Chris.
He okay, that familiar look of contempt and anger, that's definitely him.
See, I told
Then
you,
you
it's
see
Krim.
him just... what do you call it? Sorry. It's actually the first time he learned about it, so he's gonna go... He's gonna look at you with contempt, he's gonna go...
Well, I'm glad that you're you. We thought you got possessed by the ghost.
Oh... You're gonna be lucky if that's the only thing that happens to you.
Once again, very foreboding.
Well, I mean,
But I guess we could just put that in a little box and put it on a shelf and get back to
deal
it
with
later. Yes.
yes, time to compartmentalize for sure.
You said that there was a way out?
So, Krim, now that you're standing...
There might be if we smash down the brick wall to the balcony.
All right, I'll get to smashing.
Krim, now that you're standing
That
right there
thing
where
you can
were,
do might be helpful.
you do
I-
notice you had another chance to look at that mirror from there. And
Yeah,
so
because
you do
Midnight wants
notice
to
that
inspect this room too.
there seems to be something to that mirror there. And while you
What's
guys go
the-
to the top there to investigate that cracked wall that's over here, you can see, or like where the window used to be, there is a window in the door, and that whole thing, the door doesn't open, but the window, you can sort of see it's been bricked up on the outside of the door, and you can see a couple of cracks where the light's coming through, and so you can see there's a balcony out there. But similarly, you can't seem to make any headway of getting out that way.
Okay, I stand in front of where she says there's a way out, a crack, or is that what it is? And Chris outstretches one of his hands and palm forward, and he says, what do I say? I need,
I mean,
you know some magic, right?
smash.
Smash!
So
Blast!
as this mist,
Go, gadget blast.
No, nothing happens.
Go catch it.
as it, nothing happens.
Hmm.
Nothing happens at all.
Pew! What is it? Lightning bolt!
Well,
Fireball!
what's something that you said the last few times you did it?
I was, oh my god, the ghost is coming for me, it's killed, and then it shoots off.
Okay, so as it shoots off, the mist that comes out of your hand at incredible speeds just destroys this door, this whole window. It all starts shattering out. And before it even moves 5 feet away, it all sucks right back in and reheals itself.
I don't know how much of that was me or how much of that was the house.
I hate this house.
I'm gonna investigate the mirror.
Yeah, I'm with Krim here, wanting to see more about that mirror.
So you can see that there's little berries and ivy around the whole mirror there, but the ivy isn't actually ivy, it's more like thorns, as you can see closer. And the berries aren't actually berries, they're eyeballs. And the mirror can be moved out of the way to reveal a staircase beyond.
I break the mirror.
Nope, that's 7 years bad luck.
As the mirror shatters, you can see the hole behind you, or behind it. And you also realize that you could have just slid it out of the way and behind the armoire there to the side.
But only you realize that and nobody else, so...
You're cool.
Yeah, you're good.
While they're all doing that, I only got a 9 on my investigation check for the broom. So I'm going to just assume that it's safe to pick up. I don't really know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
good.
take my arrow out and I'm gonna go hand the broom to Cole. And she's gonna tell him, my father always said whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So here, let this be a token. And she hands you
failure.
the broom.
The broom?
The broom that
Yeah.
killed you.
Is it broken half?
Yeah.
Is it slashed in half?
It's
from
got a
the-
slash mark where a sword almost chopped it in half, and then it's got a hole in it where it's like split apart, and it was an arrow stuck in it before.
Wait, are you telling me that there's flying brooms here?
I don't know about flying, but they definitely apparently do some damage.
I
Damn it.
tripped and hit my head.
Attack brooms.
I can only imagine Cole's secret shame is that he has a broom gash on his...
I'll kind of thank her for the broom, and then I'll, like, when she turns away, I'm gonna silently let it slide to the floor and kick it under the bed.
Oh, Cole, you dropped your broom. It'll help you dust up on your combat ability.
As you kick it under the bed there, you notice that there's old blood dried on that side of that chest. And you might see even a little bit of white.
What's in the chest.
You might see
now.
even a little bit of white lace sticking out the edge of it too.
Remember what the journal said. I know what's in that chest. There's a dead body.
I may
in that
have
chest.
a low intelligence, but I get it now. I'll pick up the broom and I'll say, "Ooh, I don't want to lose this," and I'll stick it in my backpack loosely so it could easily fall out. You know.
Cool. The broom is sticking out. It might fall off. Then I help him put it deeper.
Midnight will shout, so does anyone else want to go down this tunnel me and Krim found through the mirror?
More than anything in the world.
Everybody peeks their heads out
Thanks,
of doors
Grim.
along the whole way. So that's down here. If they have found that.
There's just a hallway of torches. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
We're just leaving torches everywhere, lighting the sconces.
Torches
We're
are
also not
free
opening up this chest.
in this game.
We're
Torches
not
are free.
opening that chest. We know what's in that chest.
It's a dead body.
Avery wants to open the chest.
You're fairly certain that would be. Oh,
Someone's
pretty sure you
Toby
want
got
to do
yeet.
that.
Well,
Okay,
that's
so
where everybody
as you
is.
can see, the staircase in front of you opens up and it goes. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it goes up.
Goes up? Okay.
Can you see
I'd also
that?
like to go up.
Okay, so if everybody's going up,
Let's
then
go.
I will be
I'm going
moving.
where the group goes.
I'll be moving people.
We're moving and we're moving, people.
And we're
Let's
moving.
go.
I'm not there.
Whoops.
Where are we?
Neither is my broom for some reason.
So which way is to the front of the door? This one?
Don't wanna pee.
You guys are hearing footsteps upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
So we're hearing footsteps.
Oh, there I am.
I heard that.
All right.
If I'm hearing footsteps, Midnight will use another charge of Divine Sense to try and sense if it's a fiend or undead past that door before anyone opens it.
Yeah, you're picking up some undead from about there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about the distance. And then, can you pick up the numbers of them or just the location?
Let me read it.
I'm pretty sure it's just location.
Anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead.
Okay, well, you're picking up two. You believe it's two because they're moving around a little bit.
So
two
Midnight's
undead sources.
Midnight's gonna grab the handle of this door and turn their head back and say, "Be prepared. I sense two undead further into this room."
Be prepared.
Midnight will kind of hold up their shield and try the handle.
Right. Mira will load her crossbow and pull out her rapier.
Okay, so as you guys walk through there, boom, I'll just get rid of the door. And then everybody
Okay,
can
do
fit.
that for space.
So I'll bring you up to here as there's room.
As soon as everyone files into the room, Midnight will point towards this direction and say, "I can sense them this way."
Where's Ray Ray?
They're in there. They're right there.
Okay, so we're coming up on the 4-hour mark, guys. And I did promise that we would keep it to 4 hours, so I have to ask if anybody wants to go, then now is the time, I guess. And if not, we could spend another half an hour here minimum, or an hour even if you wanted to. But then we would be on to another.
I'm ready to call it here. I think this is a good
Yeah.
This is a good spot.
Maybe
bookmark.
What's
Keeping the
beyond
schedule
the
the best.
door? Yeah.
We'll find out next time.
Find out next time, exactly. So yeah, you're hearing
Next episode of
you are hearing it, like there's cobwebs up here. There's a lot more. The stairs are creaking, and Midnight, under your weight now, you start to feel like the floor is maybe even not as safe up here as it was down in the lower floors. I think this is definitely showing its age now, and things have become, if it wasn't already a little creepy, things are becoming a little more creepy.
Oh no. Who's missing in our group?
Bum, bum, bum.
Chris?
No, he's on the
Crim.
stairs. They're on the stairs too.
Oh,
the stairs.
now we're moving everyone into the room.
Into the main room? Yeah, you have free movement there. I took the door away. So yeah.
No, that was our favorite door.
No, that was a
Our favorite door.
Does anybody want to pick a door before we
Yes, 3.
I'm picking I want to kind of go into the one that's Midnight's
Okay.
placed in front of.
So that's what we will prep, is that you are trying to open that door. And actually,
if it's locked, we got a key.
it is locked. That's what I was just gonna say.
But I
is that
have a key.
And
that
as
maybe
you
fits.
try the key, you feel it
And the
click
Warhammer.
and move, and the door is opening, and that's all you can see for now. And we are done for the week. Thank you for joining us, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Everyone
Have a
for
ghoulish
joining.
week.
See
Thank
you
you,
next
Jen,
week.
for-
Watch out.
Hopefully we
everyone.
don't die
Thank you for
because we
joining
definitely.
us, Jen.
And thank you,
Oh, no, we
Jen.
did
Hopefully
today.
we don't die.
I'm surprised you guys didn't kill her.
Be prepared for some more next
It's hard.
time.
It's hard to trust after what you guys have been
Downtown
through with
Bonktown.
wolves. I'm proud of you. Okay. Take care. Bye for now.
It'll be your undoing. Bye, guys.
Bye.